Hello and welcome to Dice Fables 2 of Annihilation. I am Spencer, your DM. This is session 18. Previously we adopted a new child and some shit happened. That's not how that works. How do you guys do the recap? Joining me today...
We adopted 2 new children.
That's right. But anyway, joining me today, that was Abby. Abby plays Elspeth, who is this exquisite Amirasdottir person who has some ego issues. But it's generally a pretty okay person.
I just reconnected my headphones.
And then that person is Guy, who's playing Olaf Brandtrokk, who is outgoing but a little dumb, very smart Artificer, and human with
dumb and also smart
Dwarven heritage. And that was right. Riley is now playing Sven because I killed him. I don't have an acronym for Sven yet. Sven is spectacular.
Slinky Sven.
Chaos.
Stupendous. Little barbarian Envy, who is
stupid little shit.
Yeah, just crazy and nuts. We would also be joined today by Mia, who would be playing the languid Lucia, Aurora, our very sickly, ever younger Drow lady, and adopted daughter of characters from our previous game. But unfortunately, Mia has a life, unlike the rest of us. So,
oh no, employment. Oh no, it's not employment. They're with their friends today, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, without doxing Mia.
Oh no, having friends.
Yeah, y'all are a bunch of strangers.
Well, I was sleeping in a tree, and suddenly there was combat around me.
That's right.
And then I learned that these random weirdos wanted to go to the place I was earlier to find a flower or something. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take you there. But, like, you gotta help me find my fishing rod in return. They thought that was a pretty logical, pretty good arrangement, so they agreed to help me find my fishing rod. Although they were confused at the fact that I had another fishing rod. Well, obviously the other one's better. Why would you fish with a subpar fishing rod? The other one's just a backup. Anyways, I took them to the place, and we got in through the secret side passage, which was really awesome of me to show them. I didn't have to. But I did. And then the stupid motherfucking birds showed up again, and tried to steal our stuff. So I fought them off and got the stuff back, but then apparently that the roof is like weak or something, even though the heavy-ass bird was able to stand on it without issue. So I fell through the roof. Yep. And there was poisonous snakes in the lake for some dumb reason. I feel like my sarcastic summary.
This is all in the voice of Sven.
Yes.
Oh, yes, sorry. And there was these poisonous snakes for some dumb reason.
And of course, this is now Sven's story.
So I was like, I got out of the water, and somebody had like this weird house that like just popped up and started existing. So we went inside there and took a nap, which was nice. And then now some weird lady has shown up, and I don't know what her deal is. But if she's the one who stole my fishing rod, I'm gonna shank her.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself.
I was mostly right, except you forgot the part about the gremlin child falling from the trees and demanding we find his fishing rod. I know you said it, but it's from our perspective at least.
Yeah.
Why is there a child in the woods? Oh, anyways,
yeah,
let's
there was a giant centipede.
There was some giant centipedes.
Forgot about that bit.
Oh yeah, and the child almost died.
Yeah.
Also, the child is like really heavy. Not like they're like morbidly obese. They're just dense as fuck, apparently.
Yep, it's true.
I have lots of muscles. Shut up.
Yeah.
I still have
and now
muscles.
We're gonna get killed. We're gonna die to the queen, and it's gonna be fun.
So yeah.
It's not my fault. You're the ones who wanted to come here.
You wanted your fishing rod back. You wanted to be here too.
Shut the fuck up.
Aha, yes, valid points. Touche. This
I love
just
the fact that I've recently created two characters who are very much child. One of them has a sailor's mouth. The other one does not swear at all.
Alright.
So if you'll remind us, Spencer, there was just a booming voice last session.
Yeah, she said, who disturbs my palace? Who comes here? Who interrupts my rest? Are you thieves come to steal from me, last queen of Omu?
We're not thieves. We are in need of your service.
My service?
Yes.
I'll remind you, Zalkore, whom you guys have correctly surmised this is a medium-sized figure that you can see peering out the porthole in the hut. She seems to be completely covered in heavy silk robes. I have a picture here of somebody in a very pretty silk burqa.
I will
Not
try to
necessarily
stop
burqa, but that's the vibe.
the word of service because we are referring to someone who deemed themselves to be royalty. So we should probably find a more appropriate word so that we can appeal to their sort of noble sensibilities. Right?
Patronage.
There we go.
As you're having this conversation,
And also
you see
get back the thing that she stole from me.
She turns to a figure at her side, and you hear her whisper some other words real quickly, and then look back to the hut and say, "Show yourselves, thieves."
Oh, are we
That
inside?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll step outside.
Olaf is eating a piece of fruit, as I am, just sort of casually.
Very good, very good. Yeah, you can all file out of the hut one at a time. You see, she's probably taller than most of you. Not taller than Azaka, but definitely taller than Elspeth and Olaf. Much taller than Sven. Yeah, and she's just
She's more than 6'4" tall?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And she's over
What's
there.
with the women of this island? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you would assume she's watching you. The spot of the veil where her face would presumably be is peering between a lot of you. And she says, maybe not thieves, maybe assassins. Did you come from Mesro to kill me?
We don't even know where Mezzo is. We have no quarrel with you. We just need something that is in your possession. We'd be more than happy to exchange goods or services for it.
I have no need of goods or services. I am the Empress of Chult.
But you stole my friend's fishing rod, no?
I did not
No,
steal
the birds
anything.
did. I think there's a big confusion. My apologies. I believe, are the bird creatures in this area under your control?
There are no bird creatures in this area.
That,
My home
we
is
know that's not
staffed
true.
entirely by my servants. My good, loyal servants.
Question, does that contradict what we've seen? Because we have seen bird
Yeah, I
creatures.
think she's insane.
She says, my good Tyra will be here soon. He will look after me. He will dispatch of you assassins.
Can we try to persuade this queen that we... Sven, let me handle this. I don't think your tech is quite needed here. And Olaf says that he's the most
Sven just gives you a dirty look.
Olaf gives an equally dirty look and raises an eyebrow. Just like, well, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? So is there any way that we can try and convince this queen? Can we insert some way to say that we are completely in recognition of this queen's status and lineage? We simply just want the Black Orchid and will be gone out of her way. Is there a way we could either intuit or try to persuade her that we mean no harm and we'll be
She hasn't attacked you so
Okay.
far. She's just accused you of being assassins and thieves. It
Um,
sounds like she believes the Empire is still going on.
it probably won't be best to break the news to her. So
What
Abby,
was Mark Sunray's relation to her?
This would be Muak Sanre's probably aunt or cousin.
Aunt?
Yeah, second cousin probably more than aunt. Probably more second cousin than direct.
the thing is, there's no way of proving that to her, and that would then cement the idea that her death has been long past, where we can just appease the spirit. That's up to you, though.
Could I try to I'm trying to
you guys
think.
also haven't really looked around in here yet. We kind of rushed through it at the end of last session because
Oh yeah.
Sven was dying. But you are in the midst of a ruined palace. So you can
There
absolutely
isn't an
talk-
obvious throne in this room, is there?
No, there's no throne in here. But just as you're looking around, there's the main thing in here besides the pool, which Sven found last time. There's an 18-foot tall stone statue of a Chultan warrior in armor, wearing a helmet festooned with T-Rex teeth and a big shield with a leopard hide. The statue is mostly intact, but the face of the statue you can see has just been completely gouged and torn away. Whatever face this statue used to have is just gone. Very clearly, deliberately destroyed. Let's see, other notable things you would have just glancing around. At the statue's feet, there's a fairly ornate urn, which it seems to be protecting with its spear.
Alright. I'm just gonna try and play on her ego a bit. I'll say, we're not assassins, we're not thieves. We just simply need one flower from your garden. Surely a queen as great as you can spare a single flower, and surely you know the power of diplomacy. There's no need for us to fight her.
Flattery. Just roll a persuasion check real quick, just to see. You're pretty good at
All
it.
right. I actually don't have proficiency. That was Hope's thing.
It's pretty
But
good.
22.
22 is pretty good. Oh, that's right. Your poor dead brother.
Yes.
Says,
Deaders, Lamau.
Flattery. I haven't had visitors in a long time. Not since the blue fire scraped across these lands. And all the Empire fell. One flower. You've come to my palace in the jungle, braving such horrors that live there, and the wandering hordes of Rosnisi, and my own endless servants, for a flower. Why?
That's
It will,
it will
give
save
us-
a great many people and Chult and further. It will allow us to complete our quest sooner, and the sooner we do it, the less people die.
You see, she looks to her side again, and she says, "No, my love, that's nonsense." And then she looks back to the lot of you, and she says, "What is killing people? What do you need to save people from? If something was going on in my empire, I would certainly know about it. I have spies everywhere."
There is a curse affecting those that have been raised from the dead.
She snorts with laughter, and she says, "Chult is full of undead. That is how we defend ourselves."
Not undead, people who have been brought back with that, people whose souls have been brought back, not just their body raised.
Wait a minute. Is that something new to us?
No,
That Chult used to defend themselves with the undead?
No, we've
it
had
was
that before.
mentioned.
It's been mentioned before, yeah.
Shara mentioned it as a possible way to raise hope, to use Hope's body
Yeah.
while letting his soul remain wherever it is. Regardless, She says, I've not heard of this, but then again, I mean, it has been a long time since Chult fell, and the jungle isn't what it used to be. What flower do you need?
The Black Lotus.
Black Lotus?
We were told that it could only grow in this garden.
My love, do I grow a Black Lotus? She turns to her side to converse with somebody who is clearly not there. And she says, I could perhaps help you with this, if what you say is true. But I am not about giving charity away in my own palace. You broke in here. If anything, you owe me.
What is your price?
What pretty things do you have? She begins to approach you. It's an odd shambling motion to the cloak that she wears. Like I said, human-shaped, but completely shrouded in these silk veils.
I can't wait to find out
like
we were gaslit by 3 kobolds.
Yeah, she gets a little closer and she says, "What pretty things do you carry with you? What magics, remnants
I'm
of
not
your
giving her any of my
long
shit.
dead?"
I'll pull out. I have this ring and these onyx statues pilfered from a dragon's hoard, as well as a tooth from said dragon. And I'll pull out a dragon's tooth, onyx statues, and the 60 gold ring.
All right. If you present those to her, she will very hastily hold out her hands. And they look like normal hands, but I'd like anybody, the 3 of you, to make perception checks as she snatches them away from you. These items.
Is it kobold hands?
20.
20. Very good, very good. 6. Nothing.
Haha, a 6. I'm very perceptive.
And
Perception.
Sven,
14.
Yeah, they just look like human hands to the both of you. With a 20, the specular highlights in the skin aren't right. If you don't know what specular highlights are, you know how when you hold up your hand to a light, you can see red as some of the light passes into your skin and bounces back out and carries some of the color of your blood with it. For whatever reason, her skin is too opaque. There's almost a stone-like quality to it. And as she snatches these away, she withdraws back into the robes, and she just sort of mutters to herself for a minute and then slinks away, and she says, "I will find this." You did tell her what it was, right? Black Lotus?
The Black Lotus,
She
yeah.
says, "I will search for this Black Lotus. If I have it, you may have it in exchange for these goods. If I do not, then your lives will be forfeit, because I can think of no other reason why you would invade my home."
That seems kind
Okay.
of... I'm not saying this in character, by the way, but that seems kind of unreasonable. Maybe we were just misinformed about arrival. But yeah. Like, what the
No, I
shit,
get that.
lady? What do you... What? You just kill people in Euros like, you may have the sugar if I have it, but if I do not, I shall poison you.
All right.
Yeah. Whatever.
If anybody else isn't going to stop her, she is going to leave now.
Well, that's bullshit.
Do you say this?
Silence,
Yeah,
child.
because Sven is
Yeah, there you go.
a impetuous child.
She says,
Yeah, and if I hear the child speaking up, they'll probably still get it out, but Olaf is going to try and stop Sven because we do not want to anger this lady
she says,
before she even sees if she has it.
she says,
If she doesn't have it, then it's not our fault that she doesn't have it.
But we can argue about this later.
The price for trespassing on a queen's domain is death. You are lucky I am so merciful. If Theotyro's not here, you would face a much worse fate.
What
do we
about
know
the thing that was stolen from me? I want my fishing rod back.
What stole your fishing rod?
Some dumbass birds. They were in here earlier.
Maybe try and speak with a bit more tact.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Give me a persuasion check. She's going to say, "My guardians defend my place from intruders. If they took from you, it is because you were where you did not belong."
8! Oh.
Hey. Yeah, that's the excitement. She says, "If my guardians took from you, it is because you were somewhere you did not belong."
I was just looking for shelter. There were no signs saying, "Hey, don't go here." How was I supposed to know?
You stumbled upon a pleasure palace of the greatest queen that has ever lived. You did not see my guards. You did not see my pristine walls. You did not see my well-cropped gardens. All inaccurate descriptions.
It was an abandoned palace. It was an abandoned race.
I'm gonna attempt to silence the child because I feel like they're gonna anger the queen at this point.
Okay.
Let the dementia lady have her dementia. Come on.
If Sven will allow themselves to be quieted.
I'm not forcing them to
just
be
make a
quiet.
persuasion check. If you want to fight, the persuasion check's disadvantage. So it's up to Sven.
I think there's muffled sounds from behind a hand.
Okay. So that to me sounds like disadvantage. So let's see how well you can play this off, Olaf. Persuasion disadvantage.
Wait, am I rolling persuasion?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're trying to smooth over Sven's rudeness.
Okay, so Olaf is gonna say, I'm sorry, they seem to be, they're a child, they're very inexperienced at this. My lady, we mean you no offense, of course. We shall allow you to be on your way. And then, I'm still rolling with disadvantages. I want to roleplay what I actually said.
Yeah, for sure.
He's fumbling, he's actually fucking like, I do not want to anger this bitch, she could turn into a banshee at any moment.
We love
that's perception. Sorry, do you want me to keep that roll and just keep the same modifier, or just roll again?
Roll again.
Because I have a +4 persuasion, so that's an 8.
8? Yeah, she doesn't
We
look
get a
like
disadvantage.
she doesn't look like she's having it. But she does seem pretty pleased. You did offer her some extremely valuable magic items. Well, not extremely valuable, but pretty rare. So,
sorry, those weren't magic items I gave her. They were just treasure.
Oh, just treasure. My apologies.
Yeah.
I thought there's the onyx statues, the dragon tooth, and the ring. Right, none of those were enchanted.
Yeah. Sorry,
If she wasn't satisfied, Olaf would
That's true,
offer to
that's
craft something for her. I mean, she's demented. She could have not realized. Then come back and say, wait a minute, these aren't enchanted.
You did have 2 pretty bad persuasion rolls. Elspeth was doing fine, but the other 2 of you have annoyed her pretty bad.
Hey, I'm just trying to cover up for my guy. For my child. Void.
Yes, your child.
Yeah. So I think she's gonna stay looming for a moment. She was going to retreat, but Sven and Olaf's fumbling has upset her.
By the way, she did say another name. Could we get that in text?
Thirutaya. I'll type it.
Can I make a history check to see if I remember any mention of that?
Sure can.
There's not been a mention, I don't think.
Thirutaya. Can I make a history check at just normal?
Yeah, you can make a history check if you want to.
15?
No idea. No.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely.
I feel like that was like you need to make it 20 to do this, but it's fine.
It's definitely a Chult name.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, is this like a loved sibling of theirs, their husband, like their wife? Maybe, who knows?
I think she's going to look at you, Elspeth. You can see the mesh in her veil sort of track you, and stare at you for a moment and silently regarding you. Make some sort of judgment, and she says, "I suggest, noble lady, you keep your servants better under control."
Of course, Your Majesty.
My temper is not known for being long.
I apologize. The jungle has not been kind to them. They are rather restless.
Good. You have shown respect. You have offered gifts. Perhaps you are not assassins after all. I will return with what you requested. If you are lying, you will die.
I'll nod, and just let her go.
Okay. With that, she slinks away, passes behind the statue, and then is out of sight.
Sven, what the fuck are you doing?
Sven, I'm going to whoop your ass. Come on.
As soon
I
as
feel like
she's out of earshot.
It didn't seem like an unfair deal to you. What if, like, the flowers?
You weren't here when...
The flowers!
You weren't here when Ashaya told us what she could do. She's dangerous.
And also, I do not want to test some ancient being from times ago who is in a very fragile state because I don't know the state of the current empire. And I don't know how Noxandra feels about this, as they're meeting their demented old biddy of an auntie.
Yeah, she's pretty pale and shaking a little bit, and she says, "The Empress is alive."
I wouldn't go as far as saying that, dear.
Yeah, her hands, there was something weird about them. Like, there was nothing behind them. It was just the hand and no blood or anything.
She used to paralyze people with poison and make them watch as she dismembered their loved ones.
Yes,
with that being said, I'm gonna Olaf is gonna smack his lips and just turn to stare at Sven. It's like we have a reason for doing this.
Stares back at you.
Staring contest, go.
Princess Maxandra then says,
Constitution?
Sure, yeah, friendly one between players.
There
Constitution
roll
roll.
for it.
Saving throw or normal?
I'll
just go off what you...
Looks like normal.
Constitution...
It's a tie!
Draw!
You both blink at the same time.
Away.
It's a tie. I think at this point, Zalkore is going to come up between the two of you, put one hand on each of your heads, and turn you around the other way. She says,
What was
Maxandra
saying?
Ridiculous. While that's going on, Maxandra is going to lean into you, Elspeth, and she says, "I've always been curious what she looked like. They say she was breathtakingly beautiful. Could stop a man in his tracks with just a glare."
I doubt she looks like that now, if I'm being honest.
And I don't necessarily want to anger her by removing her veil.
It's probably not a good idea.
Perhaps if worst comes to worst, our curiosity might be...
Rewarded?
I don't know. Not rewarded, that's not the right
bullshit.
word.
Well,
Sated?
say it. Well, do you know how long it's going to take?
I'm not sure how long it takes her to search her garden. Or before she gets bored and decides to kill us.
She smirks and says, "Yeah, well, I'm already bored, so we don't have much chance then."
I will pull out... Oh no, I don't have a dragon chest set. I thought I had one.
I can make one.
Did you fix my violin, Olaf?
Can I make I haven't been, consistently doing that, but can I make a quick check to see if I have?
Oh, yeah. This isn't a magical item, so you've been taking your time.
No.
Absolutely, 100%. No need to make a check either.
No, so it's just been done. Just Olaf produces it from his hammer space.
Alright. I'll play sorry, go.
Oh no, this thing, they fixed it 3 days ago? I just forgot to say anything.
I'd have liked to have it back sooner.
You
But I'll
don't
take
need
it back. And I'll start playing a nice melody on it.
Very nice. You very easily get through all of the music you know before there's any sign of any return.
God.
A good hour passes, and then about halfway through the second hour, you hear a peal of thunder up above, and then a bit of rainfall starts coming down. It leaks pretty loudly through the cracks in the roof. You can hear it draining and dripping, and
And
you
the
now know
gigantic
why
Sven-sized hole in the roof.
yeah, that too. Yeah,
Can I
you now know
quickly
why the
check
pool
out
gets
this
full of
urn?
water. Yeah, you can absolutely have a look around. This room, fairly large, like I said, very tall dome. There's actually a second level. There's a balcony area about 10 feet above your heads. There's a rickety stone step set of stairs that goes up there. It's mostly collapsed with age. But yeah, you can have a look around. Give me a perception check as you're coming over to this.
I was specifically talking about the urn that's at the foot of the
Yeah,
statue.
you're going over to have a look at the urn. So give it to me.
So just perception.
It's this star over here, by the way.
I was wondering what that was. Beep, 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 beep. 1 second, just making sure it's adjusted to normal perception. 6.
Yeah. So you are taken completely by surprise as you approach this urn. You actually run face first into a figure that has been huddled in the shadow of the statue. That, because of the angle that you guys have been looking, you haven't been able to see him. Right behind the shin of the statue is a 5-foot tall human man. You can see he has one hand reached out, palm flat on the urn from behind. But this man, completely made of stone. You don't know whether this is a statue or somebody has been turned to stone or anything like that. Just a kneeling figure with a hand flat against the urn. In here in the shadow behind the statue.
Olaf swears profusely as he's just stubbed his toe.
Yep.
Don't touch that urn, Yusef.
I know, I played Dark Souls before. I'm not touching the fucking urn. He's gonna, like, back up, and then, now that he's actually next to it, he's gonna take a proper, like, long look at it for, like, the next half hour. He's also inspecting the statue now.
The tall statue or the little adventurer statue?
The little guy that we haven't
The little guy.
seen before.
Investigation check.
Because if this is... Okay. Demented old queen from times ago that is known for her adept alchemical apothecary and, like, magical skills will definitely have petrified a person at some point.
It's entirely possible.
Well, that's
answer
not
to your
great.
question, Riley, absolutely. I don't know how to whisper to specific
Amazing.
people, and I'm too dumb to have looked it up. With a 12
Wait, is she in the juice though?
What's that happening?
Is she in Medusa? Maybe that's why she's covering her face.
A Gorgon, you mean?
Well, no, Gorgons in
5e, they're called
D&D.
Medusas. Gorgons are the
Yeah,
real
they're
thing.
called Medusas in 5e.
Really? That's so...
Yeah.
Yep.
I fucking hate that.
The Gorgons were 3 sisters. Only Medusa had the turn people into stone
But
thing,
this isn't Greek mythology.
as far
this
as I'm
is-
aware.
This is the Forgotten Realms. It's different.
Yeah.
Okay,
and-
so a Gorgon in D&D is like a
Yeah.
iron
Metal
bull
ball.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Medusa is a...
Is
Okay.
a Gorgon from Greek mythology.
So, wait, so 1 second. Spencer, before, Abby noticed that the queen had stony hands?
Yeah.
Almost?
Yeah,
Not
like
able
they
to-
seemed like normal human hands. She had these like long, very well manicured nails. She had like little bits of jewelry, like maybe some pearl bracelets on. But her skin had that like early CG quality to it, where it looks too solid. It's not transparent like human skin is. Like it's not reflecting light the right way. Like there's something
Did
wrong
I
with the texture.
pull out Volo's Guide to Monsters?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll want to make that investigation check with advantage, since you're using a source that would absolutely be in there.
Yep. Investigation. Oh, wait, I have to talk with advantage. 17.
So yeah, as you're kneeling, you're going through Volo's Guide, looking at all the different sorts of monsters that are in this part of the world. You're checking out this lifelike statue. You can see it's very clearly some sort of rogue, dressed in like the traditional leather armor, got lots of daggers everywhere. There's a little pouch that's been completely turned to stone. You catch sight that this figure isn't actually looking at the urn. Eyesight is right directly above the urn, looking across to where you were when you approached it. And that's when you find the passage on Medusas in Volo's Guide. And this is exactly what somebody looks like when they're petrified by a Medusa's gaze.
And this is different to that of a basilisk, for instance.
Yeah, so Oh shoot, Basilisk would be.
Also a very good match.
No, I think. Is a Basilisk a bite? I don't remember.
I believe
I
Basilisk
think-
is also a gaze.
Eye contact.
It's also a gaze, but it gazes on them in order to eat them. Whereas I think it's
Yeah.
for a
That's true,
Medusa
that's
it'd be
true.
primarily defensive.
Yeah. Basilisks eat what they turn to stone. There are no bite marks off of this figure. The statue is actually remarkably intact. There's no like broken off bits and pieces. It's a completely fully intact statue. So you rule out a basilisk because it wasn't eaten after being turned to stone. Medusa seems the
Now,
most likely candidate. And again,
Is there
no bite marks. Like if
text
this was a
on
cockatrice,
the formation of
there'd be little
Medusa?
bite marks on it.
Is a Medusa naturally born, or can someone be turned into a Medusa?
Actually, I'm just going to read you the lore entry for Medusas, why don't I? This isn't from Volo's Guide, this is from the Marsa Manual.
But for this
as
version of this
deadly
is
as they
Volo
are-
3.5.
As deadly as they are ravaging, the serpent-haired Medusas suffer an immortal curse brought on by their vanity. They lurk in quiet exile among the tumbled ruins of their former lives, surrounded by the petrified remains of past admirers and would-be heroes.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, no.
exactly what's going on.
Yeah, she's definitely a Medusa.
So, further,
because it's a curse.
Men and women who desire eternal youth, beauty, and adoration may pray to malicious gods, beg dragons for ancient magic, or seek out powerful archmages to fulfill their wishes. Others might make sacrifices to demon lords or archdevils, offering all in exchange for this gift, oblivious to the curse that accompanies it. Those who strike such bargains gain physical beauty, restored youth, immortality, and the adoration of all who behold them, granting them the influence and power they so desire. However, after years of living like a demigod among mortals, the price for their vanity and hubris is exacted, and they are forever transformed into Medusas. A Medusa's hair turns into a nest of venomous serpents, and all who gaze upon the Medusa is petrified, becoming stone monuments to its corruption.
Okay.
Medusas live forever in seclusion, alienated from the world around them by their monstrous form and caprice. Their homes gradually fall into disrepair until they are little more than shadowy ruins covered with thorns and creepers, riddled with obstructions and hiding places. Foolhardy looters and adventurers who enter are often unaware of the Medusa's presence until the creature is among them. And then
Can I?
it's a
I'm gonna
17
slowly
of
back
its-
away while reading this.
Yeah.
Like reading
No.
the book. Like, I am not
I'm
fucking
not going to
with
give you
that.
that last bit, because a 17 isn't that great.
It's okay. It's like an A minus,
Yeah,
I believe.
You correctly identified the monster. But not
Olaf is
necessarily
gonna back the
as
fuck away from this thing, because if this person just got, like, petrified for trying to investigate it, he's not gonna fucking go near it. He'll just assume that it's the remains of, like, a family member or something, and not really worth looting. It's an urn after all. He's gonna get back in the hut and start making a polished shield.
Yeah, you absolutely can do that. Other things to investigate here, there's that mezzanine up above, and then, of course, there's the pool, which you already looted a dead adventurer from, but there could be other stuff down there, you don't know. Still no sign of Zalkore coming back.
Did you say you said there was a crack of thunder? Has that carried on as a thunderstorm
Yeah.
or just a rain?
There's a tropical storm going on outside.
Nice. Elspeth is going to go up to the mezzanine.
Yeah. Where's the entrance?
I love that Six Whispers is in a dynamic pose, by the way. I love that image. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm fucking ready.
Give me a pretty simple acrobatics check as you're climbing up these stairs, because they are pretty well crumbled at this point.
8.
The DC
Does that
was 10.
fail?
I'm so sorry.
All right. In that case, I'm going to use magical guidance
Okay.
and spend a sorcery point to reroll.
All right. So you trip, and you would take a D6 from the fall, but with the magic, you're able to pull yourself through, which is good because once you get up to the top, you can actually see there's a bit of graffiti that's been scratched into the stone up here, very top of the stairs. You can't see it from below, but it overlooks the pool, and you're probably close to eye level with the, or what would be eye level on with the defaced statue. Let's see. The message is written in a language you don't know. This is Old Chultan. but you can absolutely trace it out. You know the language well enough. Azaka and Princess Muxenre would both be able to read this. If you want to.
Yeah, I'll call up Princess Muxenre. I'll say.
Yeah.
I believe that there's some writing up there that she might be able to translate for me.
Sure. Give me an acrobatics check for Muxenre. See if she eats shit.
Just straight up efficiency. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you warn her ahead of time?
I would say, Cuthbert, are they like what is it with the stairs? Are they just crumbling?
Just crumbly, pretty narrow.
Yeah, I'll say, watch your step. They're a bit old.
Want to roll once more with advantage because you're helping.
All right.
Not that I don't want to give her the fall damage.
Oh.
That's gonna be a D6.
Poor woman.
3. So she takes 3 bludgeoning damage because she falls, twists her ankle a little bit. But once she gets up to the top, she says, "What the fuck did you want to show me?"
There's some writing here that
Yes,
I thought you'd understand.
She's rubbing her knee, and she squints at. She says, "True love, faithful general, safe will you rest in Nangalore eternal. None will disturb you while I live. Such is my vow of penance, and for my sins I cannot die." She says, "That is very ominous."
Yes.
I'm going to copy and paste that real quick.
Probably.
Boop. Boop. Great question. With a 15, absolutely. Sven has heard of Medusas. They're kind of they're the reason why you're told not to go wandering around in old ruins. They're one of those things. Medusas and mimics, and these are the sort of monsters that it's like you don't go looking around in old caves.
Yeah, well, Sven's intelligence modifier is a -1, so they probably didn't listen.
No. Knowing that they're there and fearing them is an entirely different thing.
I can deal with it.
So Sven and Olaf had a conversation about Medusas while Elspeth was investigating the mezzanine. So now you know that bit of graffiti that was scratched up there in the stones, right on this precipice right here. And based on the eyeline of the statue, that's where the stone adventurer would have been looking over the urn.
All right. I guess I'll make my way down there. I'll help Muxenre, and just rejoin the others.
Yeah, now that you know that it's there, I won't make you roll for it again. She just has a bit of a twisted knee.
Have you all heard of a Medusa? I was just speaking to Sven about it.
I think I would have. I'll roll a history check as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 17. Pretty well known that Medusas. It's pretty famous that Medusas are subject to their own case. They're not immune from.
I'm pretty well aware.
Yeah. In case you guys didn't know.
Well, that's why Olaf immediately went to make a mirrored shield. He was just like, "Fuck it, I'm Percy Jackson in this shit."
Yep.
I know it's from Perseus the legend, but it's funnier if I say Percy Jackson.
No, you don't understand. The Greek myth makers, they got a copy of Percy Jackson and the Olympians sent back in time. It's a whole thing.
Oh, that's sick. So I was right. Awesome.
Yeah.
I would love that. It's like, fucking, I don't like how this myth went. I'm gonna go back in time and just correct it for them. Because, like, was it Odysseus? Every fucking solution is the lute. Or the lyre, whatever he uses. It's always the lyre.
Nemo.
Nemo?
Yeah, so these are the things you found.
The nobody he said his name was Nemo, which means no one.
So you Nemo's you. Still no sign of Zalkore. It's now been 2 hours. You're getting a little hungry.
Can I do something with my snake?
Yeah. What do you want Garmer to do?
You're what?
Gondor.
Gondor.
Yeah, you met Gondor at the end of the last session.
You met him earlier.
Yeah. Sven has a pet flying snake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, well, how do you spell that? Is it just
when the...
Jormungandr, but like shorter?
Yeah, Gandr.
Yeah. Yeah.
Haha. We're Viking coded.
We are all Viking coded, except for Lucia.
This is the Viking episode.
Yeah. Gondor has a few different commands that I've trained him to follow. Earlier, when the birds stole my pole, I told him to follow. So he did, and he tracked where they took it. If Spencer allows that to be what happened. And when he came back to me, it was basically like, hey, Master, I found it. So now I can tell him to point, and he'll point his nose in the direction that the pole is.
Gondor would point off to the northwest. So the top left corner of the map.
Awesome. Now I know where my pole is. So obviously this lady isn't coming back. So why don't we just get my pole, find your flower, and get the fuck out of here?
Let's go for the flower first.
I could make you a new pole, but you can't make you another flower. But we have to get out of here quickly.
It's a special pole. I don't think you can make my fishing pole. And
what's special about it? Be more specific.
He fully flips the bird at Elspeth for being like, we're getting our flower first. I was like, I know where my pole is. I don't know where your flower is. It's a very good fishing pole.
Be more specific so we can be up to code with how good this fishing pole is.
It looks like a stick, but if I do the right thing, it turns into a really good fishing pole. But if I do the right thing, it turns back into a stick, and I can hit people with it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool, Olaf.
It's starting to give Elspeth a look of, bitch, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to parent here.
She got it.
Olaf is just going to say, that does sound very interesting and I'd like to have a look at it. But I'm going to have Fenrir just make a quick nosy around to see if he can find the queen.
Yeah.
Also, from my reading of the thing about Medusas, are constructs affected by the granite gaze?
That's a great question. I'm going to double
I
check
think it would
your
say in
section.
Fenrir's thing if he's immune to petrification.
It is a
Or it would
curse.
say creature, or
Yeah. I'm going to read the description
humanoid or
of it.
something.
A creature.
I think if it says creature,
I
then
believe the
everything
construct
is
would count,
affected.
Yeah, unless they're specifically immune to petrification.
I'm going to check his status thingies, but it's
It should
probably
be
going to be...
Would something that's blind be immune?
Yeah, you have to see the eyes. You have to be able to see.
It's immune to being charmed, exhaustion, and poisoned. It has dark vision and a passive perception. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
say
so
anything
it'd be able
about
to
being immune to petrification, although I don't think anything really has
Does it
immunity
say
to
that it is-
petrification.
Oh, lots of things do.
Gondor has blind sight, so it can close its eyes.
Yeah, so Gondor would be fine. But yeah, I guess it would just come down to whether the Artificer's companion counts as a creature or not. Which I
think it
unless
does.
unless
It's just medium
specified
construct. I don't know if that says it's a creature.
Construct would be a creature, yeah.
Are constructs creatures? I think they are.
Yeah.
Unless something specifically says it's not a creature. It's just
Yeah, it has a creature. It has a creature stat. Well,
Yeah.
creature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to go looking for the fishing pole, we can jump over to the wide map.
I was just going to see if we can see if we
It
can find the
depends on
queen
whether
first.
the rest of the crew is willing.
That's true. That's true. Let's get a group token so that you don't have to
Oh.
move all of your individual tokens around.
And if we break off, we can move our individual
Good
token.
idea.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna put Sven inside the thing for now, just so I know where he is.
That works.
They are.
We saw the queen go off behind the statue,
Yes,
right?
she went off to the north. The statue has a
Yeah.
big cloak made of stone,
she went
which
up this
covers most of the view to the outside from your perspective. You haven't
Yeah.
been behind the statue yet, if you would like to be.
Olaf would have
Yeah,
seen behind the statue, though, right?
No, Olaf went under it. Olaf didn't specifically
Oh.
go behind the statue. Olaf was checking out the urn.
Before we leave, I'll just check. I'll just peek behind the
Yeah.
cloak, see if I get a view of the queen.
Yeah, so you can absolutely sneak behind. Yeah, so you see that there's a balcony with broken up railing. It looks like that's probably where she escaped from. There is a substantial
Yeah.
drop to a flood and gardens down below, with bits of statuary poking up out of it. There is more writing on the back of the statue, which you can see. Princess Muxanwe would says "Forgive me" in Old Hamuan.
All right, but no sign of the queen.
No sign of the queen, no. Just that substantial drop, and then more graffiti on the back of the statue of this soldier.
All right,
So
I'll
probably
rejoin the other side and we can look for this fishing pole.
northwest, did the snake say?
Yeah, so Gondor was pointed off. In
So
this
like
direction.
that way?
Yeah, that would be reasonable.
That sounds a reason to be like some kind of nest or something.
probably.
I'd say we should
Also,
gallivant forward. We should probably stealth, right?
Yeah,
that
let's
would
be
a
stealthy
reasonable
about it.
choice.
Probably stealth, yeah. Also, last time we met up, I think I remember Spencer saying the plant that you guys are looking for is probably a water plant.
Yes.
Yeah, lotus generally grow in
Okay.
lakes. Or little ponds.
I can memory good.
You can.
Memory good, memory fine.
Good memory, fine.
Yes.
Yeah. So
This is Riley saying this. Sven wouldn't probably remember.
Sven isn't even aware of rocket science.
So you guys were gonna
Could
head
we-
out.
Rocket science?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's head by the
You guys-
by
your
the
characters
by the
probably
door as we go, just see if we can take a peek at if there's a lotus there.
Yeah. So you wanted to have a look at the garden before you go? The flooded garden,
Yeah.
I should say? Yeah.
That seems
so
like it's
give
out of the
me- give me
way.
perception checks as you're peering out over this garden.
All right. Perception 13.
13. I'll let one other person do it.
Sure, I'm gonna be doing this with my brand new mirrored shield.
No.
Also a 13.
Yeah.
I was gonna use my mirrored shield because I don't want to risk getting fucking petrified.
Okay, I'm going to say,
Oh, sorry.
because you're trying to peer with your mirror, you don't get anything useful, so you can't make the check.
Fuck.
2 13s.
Yeah.
You definitely see
Olaf keeps polishing.
there's the right type of plants down there. This is where it would grow, but you don't specifically see what you're looking for down there. There's like, now I wish I remembered more about fucking plants. There's like cat o' nine tails, there's lily pads, and all sorts of boggy plants growing down there, but you don't specifically see a black lotus.
All right. Let's carry on into this building then.
Yeah. So
Do-do-do-do-do.
you squeeze your way through the bits of debris over here and work your way out. There is a statue there.
With a really big head.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you had caught us before. We are trying to be stealthy about this.
Yes. Each of you may make a stealth check. Just to see
Including the dog, right?
how.
Go.
Yeah, make one for the dog.
That's a 17!
Nice.
I also got a 17.
So,
Very good.
man, Elspeth and I just cannot roll
18.
differently from each other right now, apparently.
18.
Is that fucking like Spirit Link? Because you is the player of the character's previous brother or whatever.
So if it goes
13
wrong,
on the perception, 17 on stealth.
if it goes wrong, it'll be Princess Maxanre that gets got first. That's good to know.
It's a 13
No.
for
Olaf and Maxanre.
the dog.
Good to know. Good.
No,
To know.
that's Olaf. That's for the dog.
Olaf
rolled
got
an
an 18, the dog got a 13.
Okay.
Olaf pulled the trope of the like orc rogue, just like sneaking around, like you don't see me.
To terraces. Yeah. So as you pass by this statue, keep losing what I was looking for. There it is. God damn it. There's important lore information on these. There we go. This one would be... the statue. There's a depiction of a beautiful queen on the belly of the statue. The part facing you guys. It has a condescending expression. A message near it reads in Omuan, worshipped by her people and by Thirutaya, who loves her. Yeah, but loves has been scratched out and betrayed has been written over top of it.
Wow. Some drama. Oh, wow.
And peering down the other way, you can see that the statue on the other side is similarly decorated with more Omuan words. Although these ones are down to the south are obscured with spiderwebs.
Yeah, let's stay away from that.
Yeah, you were headed to the north, and you do indeed head to the north and arrive unbothered at area number 6. This crumbling pagoda must have been lovely once, with its wide, graceful arches, inviting the breeze to blow through, and overlooking the silent pool below. But time, decay, and some bestial presence has given it a sinister air. It smells foul, and dark stains cover the floor and seep down the white steps. As you guys approach this pagoda, you can see that there's just mountains of stuff piled up inside, just bits and baubles of garbage. It looks like the inside of a gigantic bird's nest. And indeed, as you approach, you can see that there are 2 wounded Eblis. So let's jump back to the other map, just in case you want to pick a fight.
Oh, is this the right one?
Yeah, I'm just going to move the background real quick.
Oh, so it's just the same map zoomed in. Okay.
Pretty clever.
Yeah, I didn't want to try to do zoomed in stuff on the other map because it's too big. And Roll20 does not like big maps. You can see there are 2 wounded Eblises that are taking care of themselves.
I don't think the map's aligned properly.
Yeah, I just noticed that. That is... It was fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, the queen is bent to the fucking irreality of the universe.
Yeah, there are 2 wounded Eblises, and then you see there's 1 completely healthy Eblis as well. The healthy Eblis turns to look at the lot of you as you approach, and inclines its head gently, and waits.
Elspeth, do the talkie bird thing.
I'll say in Oren, we have spoken to your queen. She's fetching a flower for us. In the meantime, we'd like to ask if we could have returned to us one of the things you stole from our friend.
It replies in Oren, and it says, "We noticed. I saw you coming from far away. I am the Queen's proudest, most loyal, and trusted servant. I did not join my brothers in that little skirmish. I apologize for the inhospitable welcome, but you understand we are alone here. But since you are guests of my Queen, I suppose we can entertain you. Come, come. let's discuss what was taken. It raises one of its little crane feet and motions you forward.
Can I make an insight check on the fucking bird?
You certainly can.
Probably a disadvantage because I don't understand what it's saying, but I can sort of imply it's like
Oh, that's
animalistic
true.
nature.
You don't speak Orin. So yeah, disadvantage. It's also going to be difficult because it's a bird, and you don't necessarily have a lot of experience with bird body language.
I mean, you can sense hostility from animals usually.
Usually.
So this is going to be a insight at disadvantage. I trust the bird implicitly.
No!
I trust the bird implicitly. My God, I love these birds.
It seems completely reasonable. Yeah. Well, actually, what a 1 really does, it doesn't give you false information or positive information. You just can't really get a read on it. So as far as you can tell,
I trust this bird.
It's a bird.
It's a
You
bird.
have no
I don't
idea
think
how to
it's...
feel about it. It's a bird.
It's that, like, innate feeling I get, just like, I need to pet the fucking bear.
I mean, yeah.
It seems reasonable.
A bird wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, a bird wouldn't lie. That's, like, fucked up. A bird wouldn't do that to me.
Do I see my stick?
Well, you can have a look around. You don't see anything in particular. You can give me a perception check. Like I said, this is a bird's nest. This is piled high with junk. All sorts of junk.
17.
17.
Do I see my stick? It's a very distinctive
Not
stick.
in particular. But you do see that there are a number of chests and whatnot where things have been tucked away and secluded. So it's probably here.
I'll say to the Elspeth, could I have your
Why are you
name?
talking to the bird?
Yeah. It gives its name. I should have marked the Chult names at the beginning of the book here.
You down there? Why
Because
are you...
I mean, I definitely have this Eblis's name in my notes. I'm definitely not going to the table of random names.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Like,
not.
that'd be ridiculous and show a lack of
How
preparation.
irresponsible of me.
Oh my
What
God.
irresponsible, awful person would I be?
Yes,
Yeah.
the dispenser expects
No.
you to ask for the name. No.
The Eblis
It's
gives its name as
all the
Juma.
birds have names, obviously, and we're gonna ask you about all of them, including the ones we killed. Because, like, that's the respect we're gonna show.
Juma says,
Maybe.
my name is Juma. I am first among Queen Zalkore's Eblises. I welcome you to my home. Please sit. You injured our comrades. It was a fair fight, we have yet to replenish ourselves, but we mean you no harm. Come, eat with us. And you see Juma disappears for a minute and then returns, hopping on one foot with a tray of food in one paw. Each has a little porcelain dish that has been filled with various nuts and seeds and berries. And you see the crane very carefully lays this tray on the ground and says, eat, we shall as well. He reaches down with its beak and plucks up a little porcelain bowl, one for each of the injured Eblises, and then it eats another one. It says, join us. It is customary that we feast before we speak.
I'm so suspicious of these birds right now, you have no idea. How the fuck did
Why?
they get bowls?
They're smart enough to talk.
I'll take one of the bowls. And I'll ask. So my friend said that you stole their stick or fishing rod. It can look like either.
I do remember this one. Juma nods at Sven.
Or do they remember this one?
No, Juma definitely does. He says, I do remember
Side
this
note,
one.
I would not have been wearing my disguise.
They have other ways. They have noses.
Oh yeah, birds have noses. Another fact that I hate birds.
He said, we do remember this one, though they looked different then. You were an intruder. We did not know you were going to be guests of the Queen just yet. We have what they took. We have what we claimed from them, of course. Are you guys going to partake of the seeds, or are you going to be rude?
I will
I'm gonna
eat
sniff
the
my
seed.
seeds I want to sniff my seeds, but not like in a suspicious way, but more of a I like to sniff my food before I eat it.
If you want to give it a perception check, you certainly can.
We poisoned you with our seeds.
I'll say to him, please excuse my friend's reluctance. This is not a value statement, but your queen is known for poisonings.
This is true. This is true. She is fond of disposing of her enemies this way. But you aren't enemies. You are friends. As you informed the queen, you are simply coming here seeking help on a quest. You mean her no harm, so we mean you no harm.
I was just checking for cinnamon. I like cinnamon with
berries.
nuts.
I mean, there's some sunflower seeds that haven't been cracked. There's probably peanuts. Probably a couple of hazelnuts.
Is there a handful of pistachios? Because I'll just start eating pistachios.
Pistachios too. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's gonna start fucking knocking back pistachios.
Zuma says, most of our time we don't spend scouting, actually. We simply gather food and prepare it for ourselves. We don't get many guests. Feed our young. That sort of thing.
These are good pistachios.
Sven starts eating things whole. Like,
very good.
You're not supposed to eat the shell.
Crunch.
But Sven does.
Yeah. I think Lucia is probably going to turn it down. Azaka will definitely eat some. Do you think... I feel like Princess Maxanray would as well. She doesn't want to be rude.
She's very polite, I think. Or when she wants to be.
When she wants to be. There's probably bits of raisin in there.
So, yeah.
When she's being a suck-up.
So yeah.
Yeah, once you guys have eaten your fill, Juma will allow you to continue your request.
I'll say, would it be possible for you to return what was stolen? My friend is very attached to this, and he's quite unwilling to leave without it.
Well, I certainly can understand wanting to keep treasures for yourself. I do have to say, you did kill 4 of us, and we are not so large a family as that does not devastate our numbers.
They were attacked. It was self-defense.
Still, death is death. Also, of course, only Elspeth can understand this. The birds speak or understand common, but they don't speak it. So
I didn't hear that. So I didn't say that.
Occasionally chiming in with non-relevant information just to the conversation. It was self-defense. They hit us first. And just,
the other 2 Elvises keep giving the 2 of you dirty looks.
I'll say to him,
at least the food is okay.
Are you proposing that you require something in exchange?
Equivalent exchange, if you will. It's hard to determine the value of a human, or not of a life, a sentient life, but I'm sure we can come to some sort of balance. You want the magical item back from us. We can tell there is an enchantment on it. We're not stupid. Magic for magic. Give us something with magic, we'll give you something back with magic.
I have the scroll. How proud I have a scroll of Fog Cloud.
What's the rarity on that again?
It's a 1st level spell.
Okay, so we're looking at around 300 gold pieces. I will give this headless a quick investigation check to see if it can suss out the value. Yeah, so it can probably guess the level of spell to get the value. It says, valuable. This would be an equivalent exchange for the fishing rod, I believe. You see it whistles at the other one, whose name is Zobar. It whistles at the injured one and says, Zobar, get the fishing rod that we got from that little one over there. And hobbles away, nursing the wounds that it's been slowly getting back with it rolling its hit dice. Juma then turns to the rest of you and says, this has been a very pleasant meeting. Very pleasant meeting indeed.
Do you have more pistachios? like completely out of good context. He has no idea what point of the conversation they're in. He's just asking for more pistachios.
Sven hands some pistachios from their plate.
I fucking love pistachios. He's like roasting some of them in his hand just to make and then just picking them apart.
Very good, very good. A little while later, after some rustling in a back room, you see Zobar returns with Sven's fishing rod, and then hands it to Juma, who picks it up in one of the little creepy long crane foot, and Juma turns to you, Elspeth, and says, "Equivalent exchange, 1 for 1."
I'll hand him the scroll and take the rod.
Very good. You do a trade-off, and then Juma says, "Is there any other business you wish to attend to?"
I don't believe so. Your queen has been gone a while, though.
She
Do you
does
happen
that.
to know where she is?
She is in her sanctuary, considering. If she has the Black Lotus, it will take her some time to find it. Be patient.
Is there any estimation on how long she might be?
I can go ask, but I'm not your servant.
I'm going to go ask.
If a bird could smile, this bird smiles. It nods, and it points to the pagoda across the way. Other kitty corner to where you guys are.
Yeah.
And Juma says,
It's
her sanctuary, across the way.
it's still raining, right?
Yeah. Actually, you guys were eating. It probably cleared up a bit.
No.
Maybe it's still raining then.
Maybe a slight drizzle. Like, it's not as heavy raining. It's
I
more
completely forgot I started
cinematic.
it raining.
I want the thunderstorm to be there when if we start combat.
That's fair. Thunderstorms are going on then. Yeah. You guys just
All
of us
from
gonna-
the rain.
I'm going to use shape water as an umbrella and make my way over to the sanctuary.
Very good.
Oh, Olaf was going to provide the shield, but I guess he just provides the
You
shield
give
for
me
himself.
my stick.
Yes, I kind of just hand it off as I'm walking past. Are you
So
happy now?
drop it in your lap.
Sven kind of tests it, kind of whispers a word into it. It shifts into a fishing pole, whispers the word again. It shifts back into a stick.
What
Nods
exactly changes
repeatedly,
about the stick?
attaches it.
What changes exactly about the stick? Does
it
it just
gains-
grow a reel in the line?
Yeah, basically.
That was 300 gold,
transforms
so-
into a fishing pole with a hook, a line, and a reel.
I hope you're happy with it. It was quite expensive. We've lost about...
We literally sound like parents. Like, I hope you're happy with your toy, child. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Today has cost us about 400 gold, which is around a pirate's head worth of gold.
So we can't start measuring our fucking expenditure in pirate
Pirate
heads.
heads.
Although that would be
Hey.
fucking
Well,
metal.
the pole's worth more than that.
The head of a pirate captain
the,
is worth 500 gold.
The what words? The grid is on the line.
No, you're good.
We're good, yeah.
It's fixed.
Oh, it's on the line for me.
Oh, well, that's weird. You might be-
It's fine now. It was
Roll 20
effed up for a second, I think. Oh no, it is unaligned. It's unaligned vertically, not horizontally.
Yeah,
No, it's fine for me.
oh, roll 20.
Oh,
I
I want
just
to refresh.
hit a refresh. I'll see what happens.
But why? Sorry, it's the unsupported browser because I'm using
Oh, it's
Opera.
fixed now.
Well, I would describe what you see as you approach Zalkore's lair. This bell-shaped dome appears intact. It has no obvious holes in the roof, and there's a bronze double door hanging squarely in its frame. Doors are closed, and you can't tell whether it's locked or not, obviously.
Okay.
I will knock.
Yeah. Give yourselves a marching order before you knock, just in case. You never know
Olaf
if
is right
someone
behind Elspeth, I guess. Or what do you mean by marching order? Just where we are,
Yeah.
if combat were about to start.
If combat starts, where would you be?
I'd be near the back, but not like so far back.
Yeah.
Where I am.
Perfect.
Olaf is not looking through the doorway as well, just in case. He has become very, paranoid now.
Yeah, so as you knock on the door, the rapping is quite loud, and there's a slight creak as the door opens a little bit before you. It's not locked, not even latched. You can absolutely head on through if you want to. You do hear a voice from within. It is a sing-song voice. It says, "Hello, what are you doing here? Have you come to visit me, Theratira? Have you come to visit Theratira? I'm afraid I'm not decent at the moment." As this voice calls out, I need a lot of you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, God.
As the poison takes root.
12.
Okay. The DC is
28.
13. If you get below 13, you're poisoned for the next 8 hours.
The dog is immune to poison, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
dog's fine.
Wolf. Master, why are you
If
fucking
get
coughing
5 or
blood?
below, you also take poison damage.
Constitution save?
Con save, yeah.
Oh no,
Ooh, you're
that's not
so
hard.
close. I don't think... Oh, you can't actually get 5 or below, so you're fine. Max Senray, though. Jesus.
Yeah. So what's the effect on 5 or below?
Just a D12. D12 poison damage. And then additionally,
Oh, jeez,
poison for 8
that
hours. So
Could
roll,
knock her out.
Our 1D12.
So I'm
Sunray is
okay?
on 2 hit points.
Yeah, so as soon as the voice calls out, Maxandre swoons and collapses against you, Elspeth. The rest of you, though,
Oh, I had her.
Olaf is fine, but the rest of you are poisoned. I need to make one for Azaka.
Poisoned.
Also,
Are you guys okay?
That.
Elspeth looks a bit pale.
I'm
fine.
assuming Buck started immediately hurls
yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
that bad. I mean, it kind of is it stinky or is it literally just poisonous air, venom being
No,
permeated
so
through
you
the air?
ingested a poison. Just real quick, wisdom medicine check. If nobody gets it, I'm going to say Lucia gets it, but let's just see if any of you have encountered this before.
Elspeth will just say, she gets pale and she's sick of this woman.
To be fair, that was the Eblis.
Forge,
That
I
was the
fucking
other?
knew it! I knew it! I knew it was the goddamn birds poisoning us!
17 is probably good enough. So this would be a torpor. You don't know the specific details of it, but a torpor is just a sort of a long-running ingested poison.
Yeah.
It took a minute for it to kick in, but it's going to be in your system for a while. Thankfully, you guys found some poison roots earlier, but you haven't taken the time to actually brew any tea with them. So this is curable on a short rest. But for the time being, you're a little sick.
Question, was it the nuts that poisoned us?
The food, yeah. They put the torpor on the food.
Oh, it was can it be canon that the only reason that Olaf didn't get poisoned is because he only ate the pistachios and those were untainted?
That's funny. Yeah, I'm down with that. That's funny.
Yeah, the pistachios are fun. Guys, you're okay. I mean, was it the food earlier? It wasn't that bad. I just had the pistachios. They were good.
But yeah.
I still have some if you want.
It was on the shells, and you didn't eat the shells. So Sven got it because Sven ate the pistachio shells. So the door swung open. You heard Zalkore from within, much shriller voice than you heard earlier, say, thinking that you guys are Theratira, that she's not decent at the moment.
I'll just say, it's not Theratire. It's your guests. We were just wondering how.
Would you like me to handle this while you retch in the corner, Elspeth?
Yes, please.
We were just trying to see if everything was okay. It's been quite a while and we wanted to make sure you're okay.
Guests!
With finding the Black Lotus.
Guests! Black Lotus. Oh, right. You hear some shuffling, some banging. You catch a scent of some really noxious smoke. And then the figure of Zalkore re-emerges. She's adjusting the veil, her silk coverings. She comes around the corner. This place inside, by the way, single large chamber inside the dome, obviously a royal apartment. But the bright floral murals are dim and gray. Bits of colored glass are heaped beneath a cracked mosaic. Enameled wood tables are split and tilting. Every bit of cloth is strayed and streaked. And then in the center of the room, where she was lounging, there is a Shea lounge, a long divan standing atop a circular dais.
What's that mean?
Oh, it's like a fainting couch, like they would have had in the Victorian era. It's
Oh, a
very
chaise
ornate
longue.
and fancy.
A chaise longue.
She was lounging on there, completely exposed, but she's covered herself with this hood and heads down the steps towards you. She says,
By exposed, you mean like
Naked.
naked?
"You didn't really have a look." Elspeth,
Good. I don't want to see the fucking snake.
The door only opened slightly. You didn't immediately rush in because Elspeth got really sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the figure approaches the door, and you can catch the scent of just noxious fumes under her. It smells vaguely of skunk. And she peers out at the lot of you through the crack in the door, and she says, "I spoke with you earlier, didn't I?"
That
Yes,
you did,
you
Your
did.
Majesty.
Yes.
We gave you
Those heroes.
Elspeth.
Those heroes from outside. Yes, come in, come in. She opens the door, and you may enter if you so choose.
I'm so confused right now. We're being gaslit. Yeah, so... Or she has dementia, either or. Olaf will just sort of meekly come in standing by the door.
Yeah. Give me wisdom perception checks as you come in here. This place is just cluttered with stuff. You see there is a massive hookah next to the lounge, which is where that noxious smoke is coming from. It looks like she was...
It's like a
imbibing.
sickly sweet smell.
Yeah. It looks like she was imbibing. It's got like a mix of maybe marijuana with like really, really strong nicotine smell. Just powerful smell. 14. Elspeth, you catch sight of it. There is...
Oh, sorry, I have disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right.
8.
Well,
You guys
A
don't
7
need
isn't
anything
gonna get much
particularly
worse.
helpful. As
I don't think the dog can make this check, right?
Well, he's looking. He's got eyes.
Oh, he's allowed to look?
Yeah,
Okay.
so do a flat roll because he's not poisoned.
he just can't share whatever he learns.
True.
I mean, he can point, like a pointer dog.
He
So,
knows
our-
enough to know what's going on.
His brain knows about fucking mathematics. I love this dog.
15.
15.
So Olaf, you feel Fenrir at your side immediately stiffen and point towards a table along the back wall, which is just covered in alchemical ingredients. Alembics,
Okay, he's-
sulfurs, dried flowers, that sort of thing. So I'll let you make this check again, since he pointed it out to you.
Yeah, he's gonna make note of the table and then just tell Fenrir to go back into standby mode, just so that that doesn't arouse the suspicions of the queen.
Yeah.
So just with a flat perception.
Yeah.
I guess 17.
You can see that in and amongst all of the dried flowers over there, there is a pressed black lotus flower, in and amongst just all of the ingredients that have been collected over there. Zalkore, however, is still circling. She heads over to the hookah and she takes a long draw from it, pushes it under the veil, takes a long draw. You see smoke sort of billow out from the vents and whatnot in her veil. And she says, "Oh, strangers. Strangers have come to Nangalore again, my love. What boons do they seek? Always seeking boons. Yes, the Black Lotus. You wanted the Black Lotus.
Yes.
Yes, if that is
I've
still all
grown
right,
those
Your Majesty.
before. I don't know if I have any. They're quite difficult to grow, you know. They only grow in the darkest, warmest of places, and they only bloom every 10 years or so. as she's talking to herself, going on and on.
I'm gonna try and indicate to the rest of my party members I literally see the Black Lotus over there on the fucking counter.
Whereabouts is it? Over this way?
So it's this chest over here. Where this chest
Oh, okay.
No, at the top, right?
Mm.
I'll just draw a little Black Lotus while you talk.
Yeah, and she says, so she's just going through talking about the different poisons she makes, and she says, the Black Lotus is actually a very important ingredient in this concoction I was using for a long time. Back before the fall, when I was still queen, before everyone betrayed me, I used the Black Lotus in this powerful potion to keep myself young. Oh, to bathe in the secretions of the Black Lotus. I was young forever, so beautiful. I am beautiful, you know. I am the most beautiful queen that Chult has ever had. None stand before
I see fucking Elspeth just inching towards it.
She keeps changing tenses. It sounds like she both believes she is queen and both knows that she's not queen anymore. It's quite confusing. And at the moment, she is drug-addled enough that she is not paying too much attention to you. So, stealth check for you, Elspeth.
Alright. Disadvantage. Yep. 19.
Hey, alright. She's going to make her perception check with disadvantage. I need to enable disadvantage rolling on her stat sheet. Goddamn, roll 20. Why would that not be an option? By default.
Empteen's fairly decent.
Yep, especially with disadvantage.
Well, she is high, so she's also going to be rolling at disadvantage. That's GM roll.
I'm just happy we're not being propositioned at this point by the fucking drunk. The
So
drunk
she does
devil.
not
So
notice you
clean.
as you reach the table. Which means you are going to get a chance to take this lotus.
Okay. I will
What
do
if
so.
we're Olaf is like distracting her with talking, right?
Yep.
As well.
Yeah, so Olaf,
I assure you, you
give me-
are still the most beautiful queen in all of Chult history.
Give me a what's the word?
Sleight of hand.
Well, not sleight of hand from you. I'm talking about Olaf to see he's helping you. You've already gotten over here without being noticed, so you're good there. You don't have anything to worry about there. This question is more about whether Olaf can sufficiently distract her to let you get this back. So Olaf, what skill do you want to use for this? Charisma seems to be the way to go. If you're trying to talk her through this.
My fucking sex appeal. No.
I mean, that's
Olaf's-
a way to go.
Could he use history?
Do you want to use history?
I'm trying to think. Why would I?
I mean, you know.
If you're talking about...
I have a plus
Yeah.
4 in persuasion already, to be honest.
Yeah, you're just. Bad.
If you want to flatter... Yeah, that's decent, to be honest.
My highest stat is Arcana, and it's like I can magically deduce, Queen, that you got a fat. Like, that's not gonna work. I mean, don't you? No. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for straight persuasion.
Okay.
As opposed to gay persuasion. Yeah, just gonna use
Give me
some
that
persuasion
persuasion.
just to. Oh, I assure you, it's still the most beautiful queen in Chult history. Already, nobility I've ever laid my eyes on.
You see, she turns
Even
to
without
you
seeing your.
and gets right
Wait
up.
one
right
second.
up
Let me
close.
finish. Let me finish. Even without seeing your face, I can detect a regality and refinement in you.
Yeah. Give
And
me your
if it-
roll. Give me your roll, Casanova.
Yeah, I am also clutching my silver shield right now, ready to fucking raise it.
Okay.
Let's go!
That's pretty good. That's
Let's
pretty good.
go!
Let's see.
Was it too good? Did she reveal her face?
No, you've completely flabbergasted her. She's completely taken with you. She actually, her hands actually emerge from underneath her silks, and she touches the rim of your shield that you're holding up in front of you, and she says, "You
Holding it up,
flatter
but more like it's like down by my at the bottom of me, but I'm holding it in
That works.
case I have to swing it up.
Either way, she's going to gently touch the edge of your shield with her oddly opaque hand and says, "You flatter me. You know, My general, Thirotai, won't be back for some time. We could get to know one another a little better. And she dances her finger up your arm a little bit. As she says this, Elspeth, you lay hands on the black lotus, the pressed black lotus, and you find your hand is stuck to the table.
Oh.
Is it a mimic?
I'm just gonna.
I need
Olaf is
to roll
flustered.
initiative, because the table is indeed a mimic and is going to try to eat Elspeth now.
Oh no!
No.
You guys thought you were
Okay,
safe. I haven't thrown a mimic at you in long enough.
I apologize, my queen. I have spoken. Oh my god, is that a mimic? And he points.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Oh no! Oh no! That's a nat 20. Oh,
Oh no!
Zaka was in here too. She's probably
I'm gonna fucking die.
protecting Waxana.
Oh. When I said I was rock hard, did it mean this?
I believe that's everybody. And again, Moxanre will follow you in initiative. Elspeth. So yeah. Surprise round first. Everybody's turn passes. Actually, no, the mimic got a surprise round, so the mimic has advantage on its roll. That's how I changed that to work. Changing the rules like an idiot. Okay, so Elspeth, you would have a chance before it gets its bite off on you.
yeah.
To shout if you want to.
You can shout giant. That's a language that we both know that the queen doesn't know.
We don't know that.
Because Zalkore, for her turn in the initiative, she would just... she's got her hand on your arm now, Olaf, and she draws you close. And unless you do anything aggressive, she's going to bring you up close to the veil in her burqa. And you could just barely see the twinkling of eyes on the other side of the veil as she peers down at you.
I'm eating on the inside because I don't want to get fucking petrified.
Okay, but you would allow yourself to be grabbed? You're not going to fight back?
I'm gonna kindly say I am spoken for. I depends on how far this is gonna go. I'm gonna say Elspeth is my what's the word I'm looking for? Separated, not divorced wife. It would be rude.
That's okay. She says, "No worries. I married myself several times."
It's not working.
So for her turn, she begins to lift her veil to give you a kiss, but she does not do so on her turn. Since we're not in she doesn't know we're in combat yet. She's taking her time. You successfully seduce her. The problem is you successfully seduce her.
and it's all but confirmed that she's a Medusa. I have made a mistake.
Elspeth, you get your turn before the mimic gets to bite you.
All right. Like both.
Actually, wait, no. Surprise round. You don't get your full action. You get your reaction after your turn. That's how surprise round
Yes.
works.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll shout. God. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep the mimic a secret from Zalkore.
Okay.
Everyone else here sees the mimic, right?
Well, they would see your hand is stuck. You're the only one who is currently feeling the acid burning your skin.
Yeah. Okay.
So unless you indicate to them that something's wrong, they just think you're taking.
You know what? Can I make the initiative to go? Because I see that Elspeth's hand is stuck. I'll say something in giants to her.
Your turn wouldn't have been first.
I thought speaking was a free action.
It is, but this is a surprise round. So
Okay.
you don't know combat's happening yet. The only person the only person who knows combat's happening are the mimic and Elspeth. Unless Elspeth does.
I was going to see if I could just ask if Elspeth was if everything's okay, basically. That was my.
I'm going to say no.
Unless you want to say that since it's a surprise round,
there's
no urgency that we know
You're
of,
currently
right?
distracting Zalkore, so I'm going to say no on that one.
I'm gonna motion to Moxanre and Saka to leave. And that is it. From my perspective, do I feel like is the lotus stuck down as well?
No, the lotus was not being eaten by the mimic, but you had to touch the table to pick up the lotus, because it was just sitting there, laying on the table. So you've got the lotus in your hand. It's just now your hand is stuck to the table as it's eating you.
All right. Yeah, I motion for those two to leave, or at least Maxanway to leave.
Okay.
And that is it.
Okay. So Azaka notices that this is happening. She prepares to leave on her next turn. Mimic gets to go. So Chomp. Does it need?
That misses. Am I restrained? If I'm restrained, it has advantage.
Yeah. Adhesive. Mimic adheres to anything that touches a huge or smaller creature. He's grappled by it.
Okay. So grappled, not restrained.
Yeah, grappled, not restrained. So it does not have an advantage. So flavor-wise, it's beginning to dissolve your hand, but it can't actually injure you yet.
Yeah.
No, I lied. It does have advantage. So I'll roll that again.
Okay.
There we go.
23 will hit. I can do nothing to stop that.
Yep.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It
starts to digest your hand. I'm going to need you to make a con save to not yell in pain.
All right. 21. Let's go.
You're okay. You managed to bite your tongue and not scream in pain. But now that the surprise round is over, everybody knows what's happening. So Sven, you get your full action. You can see that Elspeth's hand, she's trying very hard to be quiet. You see that Olaf is about to get a kiss from this queen. You see that Azaka and Maxenre are preparing to leave. What do you want to do?
I think Sven would try to maximize the distance between Sven and the creepy veiled lady.
Okay.
I don't know if stepping away from the creepy veiled lady would cause issues, but whatever.
I'm in abject fucking horror right now, by the way. I have no idea what to do.
I'm so happy.
Does stepping away from the creepy lady cause any issues?
She makes no opportunity attacks at the moment. As far as she is concerned,
cool.
She's been propositioned by this nice young man. She has some time with him.
I think I'm going to kind of approach Elspeth. Would I have seen like her like eyes wide in pain?
Yeah, like
I was
full
looking
on
at her.
Stub your toe. She like
okay.
Covered her mouth and screams.
So I come over.
Yeah.
And I see this like.
Yeah, you can see the table.
I see the mimic?
The table is like undulating as it's sucking the blood out of her hand.
I'll just say just hit.
Do I know what a mimic is?
Oh, 100%.
Just hit the table, Sven.
All right. I'm going to use feature.
Very good. All right. So yeah, you watch as Sven opens their little human mouth and just belches out lightning.
Yo, been chillin'.
Oh no, I just shared what I am!
Oh no, I didn't know my child could do that. Is that like, do you have like, I don't know, chicken pox or something?
Maybe he is Elspeth's child.
Well,
no, wait, this is just supporting that this is our fucking forbidden love child. No!
Keep lightning on this table and it does not dodge you.
Can I use my fishing rod before I do that to hook the flower and pick it up?
Elspeth has it. She's got it in her hand. So unless you want to,
Elspeth has the flower.
Unless you also want to pierce Elspeth's hand with your fishing hook, I mean, by all means.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, I aim it so it doesn't hit Elspeth.
Good.
What's my damage here? I am level 5.
So between 2 and 20.
Yeah, it's 2d10 right now. So let's roll 2d10. So I just like belch lightning.
Yep. 12. That's pretty good. Yeah. that is gonna let everybody know that something's happening. You hear this strike of lightning. Zalkore grips your arm tightly. I'm actually gonna mark you as grappled at this point because she's got her arm on you. And she whips her head around to stare at the lot of you, and she hisses under her veil. She says, "Traitors, thieves, assassins."
Hey, lady, you weren't giving us the flower.
Wait, am I grappled because she's fucking gripping on me?
Yeah, she grabbed you. So you'll have to.
Hey, lady, you had the flower, but weren't giving it to us, so taking things into our own
I don't
hands.
believe hurting the mimic makes it let go of you. No, you have to intentionally.
Oh, why not?
let go.
You have to take.
Yeah.
I think you have to make an ability check. To get
I have Misty step up, so I can teleport away.
Good. Anyway, she turns around and
lovely.
hisses that accusation at you. Sven, anything else you want to do in your turn?
Good.
Okay.
Glare at her.
You glare
I
at
don't
her.
know. I don't have any.
So,
Bonus action rage.
Hey, Sven begins raging. All right.
I
then we
just look slightly angrier.
Yep. Then we come to Olaf.
You do still have an attack.
Can I comically
No,
raise this
I
sword?
do still have an attack, but I
Right.
don't have any movement.
Yeah, that's
True.
true. Okay.
And I don't want to attack the. I guess
wait
I
a
could
minute.
attack
You
the
can't
minute I
rage
could
because your breath
lose
weapon
whatever I
uses your bonus
attack it
action.
with. Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I thought it used.
No,
No.
it's the
No, when you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks with an exhalation of magical energy.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I got it wrong.
Yeah.
There's been so many changes to the
Fun
breath
stuff.
weapon. It's hard to keep up. Okay, give me a break. Like every new expansion changes the way the breath weapon works. For an undisclosed race that I'm not going to spoil.
Oh, we can see it. That's
Okay,
fine.
Yeah, no, it's in the.
Yes.
I mean, the character art
all
for
you
Sven.
guys know is that I just breathed lightning.
Anyway, Sven's
The
turn
players
passes.
know.
Guy gets to go. What is Olaf going to do? You're currently grappled.
Is she turning away from me?
She was gentle, but she fully grabbed you. Yeah, she's now facing Elspeth. So if I could get it.
Okay, my other hand is gonna slowly and comically raise the silver shield between her eye level.
Okay, yeah. You can avert your gaze as your action. Do you want to remain in her grapple?
Yeah. Moreover, to try and keep her in one place and distracted.
Okay. So you're going to avert
And then,
your gaze but remain where you are.
And then I'm gonna say a command in in Giant for Fenrir. Go help her! And he's gonna fucking bound over to give the help action to Elspeth.
Good idea.
I don't need it. I'm just gonna say
don't need
to
it?
you. I'm gonna
Misty
say
step.
to you, just
Teleport.
get her outside. I can call lightning on her. Need to see the sky.
Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna continue to try and seduce my lady to fucking bring her outside. It's like, ignore these trespassers. Let's go outside for the outside weather. It's nice outside. The
Give
rain
me
and everything.
a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah, but if it fucks up, I've got that silver shield. Persuasion disadvantage.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
going to be
sure.
your action on your turn.
Good luck.
Let's
22!
go.
Wow!
Dang!
22 with disadvantage. That's amazing. Yeah,
I got that BDE. Let's go.
She turns back to you, and you hear a chuckle under her breath, and she says, "Oh, my love, my little cherry blossom." Her hand goes up and strokes your cheek. She says, "We can go outside. The Retirer will take care of these thieves when he returns."
Olaf is actively like knees buckling.
Yeah. With that, her turn is next.
He's buckling, hands sweaty.
And I'm assuming we both go outside
something.
together.
There's vomit on your shirt. It's your
Mom's
mom's
spaghetti.
What the fuck is spaghetti?
Okay, so yeah, she is going to force movement, take you out through the doors, down here. She is then going to lift the veil off of her face to give you a kiss. So I
silver
need
shield.
You guys did get it. There's no way you're
My eyes
avoiding
are
your
cl-
gaze.
The creature can see.
coming
Oh, by the way,
into
my
kiss you.
eyes are closed. My eyes are fucking closed. Right, like the shield is up. That my eyes are closed. I'm not fucking looking. And also, who keeps their eyes open during a kiss?
Fair enough.
That's weird.
Fair enough. She drags you outside, lifts her veil, and brings you in for a kiss, which we don't need to linger on. I do need you to make a con save, though.
Oh, is this the kiss itself gonna fuck me up?
Yeah, she is a legendary alchemist.
Poisons. Yeah, it makes sense that her lips would be poisoned. Con save. It's at 22. It's not supposed to be a disadvantage.
22? Yeah, you're fine. You don't take it. Yeah, no, she's like Batman and Robin's poison ivy. Poison kiss. Yeah, so you're fine.
So it'd be like... Oh, fuck.
Please.
Does she enthrall people with the kiss, or does she kill people with the kiss? Or is it like, varying?
Actually, you know what? It's been a long time since I watched Batman and Robin. It's a really good movie that everybody hated for the wrong reasons. It's very funny.
Is that Michael Keaton Batman?
No, that's George Clooney's Batman. It's a very funny movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm gonna look at the image.
Uma Thurman is.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. I just
Right.
couldn't remember who played Batman.
Chris O'Donnell.
Oh wait, did his Batman have nipples? No, it didn't.
Yes,
That's fine.
Yes, because the
It
director
was the very
whose
gay
name
one.
is. I cannot remember the director's name. The director was an incredibly flaming homosexual, terrible film director, but an
Joel
amazing
Schumacher?
kind man. Joel Schumacher, yeah, terrible director, incredibly gay man, and just delightful. Anyway, she kisses you. You do not succumb to the poison, but the two of you are now outside. And I think I'm gonna reveal
Absolute chaos.
the other side of her token.
That's Vraska. That's fucking Vraska. That's Vraska, Golgarian Queen. What the
Hey,
fuck?
the Ravnica art is really good, and I also own the art
It is
on
good.
120, so.
You know what? If Vraska tried to kiss me and or kill me, I would let her.
Okay, I'm
Elspeth,
gonna post some images.
your turn. Your turn, Elspeth.
I'm gonna say to Sven, alright, you deal with this thing, I'm gonna go help Olaf. And I'm gonna Misty Step away 30 feet out
Okay.
of this. Is the door's closed, right?
Yeah, that door's shut. The other one's open.
Okay, so I stop there.
Yep.
Is it open?
Well, you can try.
Like, can I?
When you
can
lean
I'll
against
try
it,
it
it's the same thing as the other one. Not locked.
Alright.
Latch has been rusted away a long time ago.
I will exit through this door then.
Yep.
Do I have line of sight on her from here, or is this statue in the way?
You are within 30 feet. As long as you're not looking that way, you won't be affected. But yeah, you would have line of sight of her from there.
In that case,
Am I about to get hit by Call Lightning, or is this gonna be concentrated on her?
no, I've already cast a spell. I can't cast two in one turn.
Okay.
That's line of sight.
Yeah, line of sight. You're good there.
I will cast Arc Bolt with disadvantage because I'm poisoned,
Yep.
and I will use a sorcery point to, if I hit, to try and stun her.
Good idea.
That'll be an 11.
Sadly, no. Her skin is naturally stone-like. She has natural.
All right. That is it for me.
Good.
Okay, at least it whiffed, because if it hit her and didn't, like, stun her, that would suck.
Ozaka's turn.
'Cause
Yeah.
then
Oh,
I'd be definitely fucked.
the princess. Princess is really badly
Yes,
injured. What do you want to do?
I think she is going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on herself.
Good idea.
Oh, does that help her against Prey? No, it's. I think they're monstrosities,
You know,
right?
I think I'm going to take control of her for a second. She thinks
Yeah,
the
sure.
crown is here.
Oh,
You could make me an investigation
she
check
does.
from her to see if she finds anything as she's looking around.
5.
Nope. But she's definitely looking. You hear Azaka say, "Princess, princess, no, we need to focus." And she says, "Leave me. This is important. This is my destiny. This is my birthright." As she begins rifling through things, Azaka is going to groan. She's torn between helping you guys fight and protecting the princess. I'm going to make a morality check for her.
Elspeth is just stood outside after that attack whiffs. She's like, Roxana, I told you to leave.
Yeah, she's not listening to you. She's completely ignoring you. I think for Azaka, if it's above a 10, she's going to come out and help you guys. If it's below a 10, she will stay and protect Mook Senrai.
Alright.
Stays and helps. Yeah, so she is going to hold an action to melee attack anybody that goes near Max Henry. Anybody that intends to hurt Max Henry. Mimic's
Okay.
turn. Mimic is
Any
going
hostile creature.
to... what's that?
I said any hostile creature that
Yes.
approaches Max
Anybody that
Henry.
tries to attack Max Henry with melee, she's going to hit. The Mimic is going to stand up. It grows legs out of its the bottom of the table and arms out of the top of the table, and this giant gaping mouth full of teeth appears, and it's going to try to eat another one of your small characters, Riley. As this Mimic approaches you. This keeps happening. It is going to whack you with a pseudopod. This is 16 hits, Sven.
Let me check my AC. Yeah, a 16 will hit me.
You are raging, so you'll have resistance. So it's only 2 bludgeoning damage.
Yes. Okay, cool. Am I stuck to it because it touched me?
No, that is only when it's in object form. It has revealed itself.
Okay,
so you are not stuck to
wonderful.
it.
That's nice to know.
Yeah, so it heads over and whacks you. Then it's your turn.
Fuck you. I think Sven is going to use the attack action. Yes. I'm going to use the attack action. And with one of my attacks, I'm going to lightning this thing again.
Good idea.
So I 2d10. Oh, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw again.
Oh, is that
Right.
proficiency per short rest? Is that the change that Tasha's did?
I have 3.
Right.
Yeah, proficiency then.
All right. So another dex save. For the
Yeah.
Mimic. Saves.
Oh,
So nothing.
it takes half damage. Oh wait.
nothing for
On a
that.
successful save, it takes half as much.
Oh, well, there you go. So that's only
And then I'm going.
3.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I'm going to attack with disadvantage
you're
because
poisoned.
of I'm poisoned. Yes. An attack with my great sword. That's just
Still hits.
26.
It will
was almost
substantially
a
hit,
natural 20. I'm so disappointed.
These disadvantage rolls are crazy. That was a 26 or 27. Earlier it was a 22 or 23.
Yeah,
7 slashing.
it's such a low damage
Very good.
roll.
Is that
Hey, that's
adding
not bad.
your mage damage?
That's a good point. What's your rage damage? It's 2?
It's 2 plus 1 plus 4, which is just the regular damage. Rage adds plus 2.
Okay, there you go. So
So
total
another
9
2
damage on the
damage.
mimic.
And then I'm going to run the fuck away.
Yeah, opportunity attack. It's going to try to whack you.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
close to Osaka so she can
So
help
another
you.
4 bludgeoning.
Thanks. Really appreciate
And
that.
that's 8 reduced to 4. It whacks you as you get away from
Go
it.
over to. Yeah, what's the second token? Oh, that's the rage.
Yep.
So I
believe
join
these-
Asaka and the kid.
Are these mimics aberrations?
No, they're monstrosities.
Alright, so the... Oh, she
And,
didn't end up
Elspeth-
casting it, didn't I?
Has the lotus, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, she does.
Cool.
Okay. End of your turn.
That's my turn.
Do you want Gondor to do anything? Do you have a token for Gondor?
Gundar is hidden in my
Good idea.
clothes
Then I can't kill him.
and is not involved in this combat.
Good. You don't use him in combat, I don't kill him in combat. Good idea. Alright, Olaf. Your eyes are shut. You have averted your gaze. You are being grappled. You just kissed.
I now have a trouser snake.
It's about damn time. I say. Good job. Yes. So, join the rest of us, right? It's great.
I just made a dick joke.
You did.
I disagree.
First one. You'll get there.
I'll take it fucking time.
Okay, so Guy, Olaf is held. Just kissed somebody that you can't see. Your eyes are averted. You have a shield which you specifically polished to let you reflect things. What do you want to do?
What is she doing right now?
Your eyes are shut.
Kissing you.
Okay, but I can tell that she stood next to me, right?
She's still next to you. Yeah, she's still holding you, but you can't see. You want to open your eyes and check? Check.
Fuck no! I'm not stupid! But given how we walked out of the building, I relatively know where I'm facing and where relatively I am.
Yeah, more or less. You have
Okay,
as much information as
I don't know if I
can.
can do this, but Abby's about to call lightning on this lady, right?
You don't know that.
It won't hit you. I'll
She
put it
didn't shout
slightly behind.
Well,
her
no,
so
she
doesn't
planned
hit
it.
you.
She told me before.
Did she?
Yeah,
In that case.
Yeah,
Yeah, in that case.
because I was about to send Fenrir. So,
Oh, that's right.
whatchamacallit?
Just make sure you're not flanking, otherwise one of you will get hit.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is I want to hold an action to get the fuck out of dodge.
Okay.
Like, to get out of the way, but I have grapple. I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, you'd have to break the grapple, which would mean you couldn't hold a dash.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna. If she just it's like, I'm just gonna take it the moment. It's like, yeah, this is great. I'm gonna stand here as long as
Okay.
thingy. But
Are you?
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
Fenrir
yeah.
take. Sorry, Fenrir's just gonna stand here and then, if need be, shove not Vraska. Zalkore, that's her name. Shove Zalkore so that I can get away.
Okay, so you want him to hold the help action to help you escape.
Basically.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna be just like, I'm taking in the moment. I've had a very romantic kiss. I'm going to die here. I'm just shoving hard, but not in a good way.
I believe if you were to shove her, that would mean that she would lose the grapple on you.
If
Wait,
you
so
succeed.
can I?
If you succeed.
But I
Yeah,
can't,
if you succeed in moving her.
But the thing is, I can't make Fenrir help me with the shove action.
Yeah, because he goes after Olaf in initiative.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
well, I'll just say, can he hold the shove action? Hold the help action until my next turn?
Yeah.
Basically, if she isn't getting got, we'll do the shove action together, basically.
Yeah, he's holding a help action to help you escape next time.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's her turn next. She is going to... You feel a cold, stony hand on your cheek. And she says, Look at me. Look at me, my love. My beautiful Zalkore. Look at me.
What? Is she calling me Zalkore?
Dirutaya. That's what I meant to say.
I'm just taking in the moment. Allow me that for a few more moments.
Look at me.
And I'm assuming she's making some kind of charm effect against me.
She doesn't actually have any charm effects.
I'm gonna see how long I can hold out, so I'm just
She's
gonna
just
say,
begging
I
you.
am just taking in the moment, the rain against my face.
says,
Allow me that.
What is wrong with me?
Nothing at all, my dear.
Then why won't
I
you
just-
look at me?
I want to savor
You're
this
like all the
romantic
others.
moment!
You're like all the others. You think I'm
I want to
hideous,
savor
don't
this
you?
romantic moment,
You think I'm
okay?
hideous, don't you? Like all of my attendants.
No,
I
of
turn them to
course not.
stone. I turn them all to stone. Still no opening your eyes?
No, and if she chooses to attack me, Fenrir's gonna shove her.
Con save, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm just gonna power through it, and eventually I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna power through it.
No.
17
No.
poison. As she sprays poison with her words. Poison sprays out of her mouth and covers you in this burning sensation as she casts poison spray on you. Fenrir's held action was to help you escape, not in a response to being attacked. So,
There's nothing that Fenrir could have done to help me with this rule, so it's fine.
so she sprays poison all over you, and she says, "You're just like all the others, traitors, betrayers, liars, thieves, assassins. You are the ones that destroyed this empire. You are the ones that burned this place to the ground. You are the reason..." What's his name? The god of mazes. Uptown. You're the reason Uptown left. People like you are the reason the grace of my kingdom vanished. So, she is now ranting.
I don't know what you're talking.
Elspeth, you're far enough away. You see the classic Medusa outlook, but you're far enough away that you're not going to be affected by the petrification. You watch as she's yelling at Olaf in her hands. She's fucking like easily 2 heads taller than him. She just starts puking poison on him. Like a certain Dark Souls 2 boss, which is a really good boss from a really good game that everybody hated for no reason because it's great.
They hated it because it wasn't Dark Souls, so they should have just considered it as its own game.
Yeah. Is it still stormy?
Yes. I will.
All right. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Beautiful.
But what's the effect of me getting poisoned? By the way, I just take 17 poison damage.
Just the damage. No poison condition. Poison spray is just straight damage.
So the spell gets an extra D10 because of rather than making a new storm, I'm harnessing the current one.
Good idea.
So I'm gonna strike it down right behind Zalkore, hit that tree next to her.
Good idea.
Just so like, I don't think Olaf sees it, but you can smell the ozone as this.
I can probably see the light behind my eyelids.
So that's gonna be 26 on a fail, 13 on a success.
Guys, keep me honest. She is currently under the effects of a hallucinogen. That means that intelligence and wisdom saving throws are made with disadvantage. So her intelligence and wisdom skills are disadvantage, but not her, she's not physically impaired. So this won't be made a disadvantage. Okay. But if you have a wisdom save in the future, please remind me, because I will forget.
Nice.
Okay.
Dex save. Half damage. That's a natural 20.
Someone imposed the fucking tragedy.
We do have a failure.
Who has the tragedy?
I think we just have it as a token as a party because we didn't determine it.
No, Olaf had the tragedy. And
Abby, I love.
Abby.
Oh wait,
I'm gonna say to her, get off my separated but not divorced husband, you skank.
And then I imposed the failure. So also, I love Abby that you played as Inscription and now I'm pulling out all the fucking Inscription memes.
It's a great game.
Yeah. So this bolt of lightning strikes down from above as Elspeth shouts for Zalkore to let go of her separated but not her divorced but not separated husband.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
She's not married anymore, but still.
She is shocked. I'm going to give her.
We still have kids together. It's like.
To hold on, keep her grip, or see if she lets go. So this is going to be 13 DC.
By the way, Abby, did you do the thing to make her stunned?
I forgot to. I have to say it before I cast the spell.
Yeah.
That was your intent last time, but that's fine.
Yeah. Either way, she keeps her grip on you, but she takes a heckin' ton of lightning. She then glares at you across the way, but you're too far to be turned to stone, Abby.
Let's go.
I'm going to say that was a big, flash of light. Why don't you give me a con save, Olaf, to see if you keep your eyes shut?
I will gouge my own eyes out if I have to. Don't fucking try me.
Well, just
con
DC
save?
10. Just DC 10, yeah.
Also, I think I might change my plan just to suplexer. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, you're okay.
13,
keep your eyes
save.
Shut. Azaka's turn. Azaka, Sven, you watch as Maxanre continues rooting around looking for things. Give me another investigation check from her, Abby, if you don't mind.
Investigation? Mm-hmm. 19.
Sven, you watch as Maxanre moves to this side of the room, continues searching. She pulls out a little circlet, and she's just frantically rubbing at it. She says, "It's gone. It's gone. That bitch!" And then you see Azaka says, "Princess, we need to leave now. Is that what you were looking for?" Maxanre looks up and she says, "We need to talk to her. The gem is gone." Azaka groans and grabs her firmly by the shoulder, make sure she can't get away. So Maxanre is now grappled.
What was that sound? Just vroom.
I don't know.
There is a helicopter, I think.
This should have been made with disadvantage because she's poisoned. That's okay. Anyway, that's Azaka's turn. The Mimic goes. The Mimic is going to look around at everybody. It's going to go for
My computer screen just turned off. What is going on?
So the mimic runs over to Moxonry.
Don't mind me.
Azaka does not have
No.
Sentinel. So the mimic gets to make this attack for free. I don't think it's going to hit her. No. But yeah, the mimic is now trying to eat Moxonry. Sven.
My computer screen just turned off.
No.
So I can't roll anything. But
what would you like to do? You're inside. Moxonry is currently being attacked by the mimic, and Azaka is trying to keep her safe.
I probably just double attack with my sword mimic.
Good.
It's a +7.
Yeah, I got
to hit. It's with disadvantage, and then it's 2d6 +6 because I'm raging.
Yep. Those are 2 8s, so you don't hit at all. I'm so sorry.
God. Okay. That's great.
Yeah. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I had to take over.
Wait. I have the thing. I have the ancestral. It has. If I attack I need to check the feature. 1 second.
Ancestral.
It does a thing, and it affects if I attack a creature on my turn, subsequently it does worse against other people.
Oh. Okay. Well, we can come back to that as you look that up.
Yes. So I believe the kid will take less damage, or the mimic will have disadvantage on the roll, or maybe both.
You can.
I have D&D Beyond on my. I have it on my thing, so I can look it up.
Let me know. Let me know next time it's mimic's turn. All right.
I've got it. While raging, the first creature you hit with an attack isn't against you.
You didn't
and when
manage to hit
the
that.
target hit, did I not hit it earlier?
Oh, you did hit it earlier.
On my first,
Yeah.
I did hit it earlier. So it has disadvantage on attacking Mixonway.
Okay. It missed anyway, but...
that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. So it has to roll again, take the lower roll, and then she takes half damage.
Well, it didn't.
Sorry, I forgot I had that feature.
That's okay. It didn't hit her. So
it didn't hit her anyways. Okay.
All right. Olaf. Fenrir gets between the two of you and tries to yank Zalkore's hands off of you.
Okay.
As his help action.
Yeah, so with that, I suplex her.
Oh,
You're gonna.
you don't want to.
What?
My computer
I
just
thought you were
turned
going
off.
to try to escape.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm going to suplex her to get her off me.
Okay.
And then fucking run.
Okay, just flavor. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because suplexing is not the same as an escape, so the help wouldn't the help action wouldn't help.
Okay, fine. I'll. My way of escaping is basically using a suplex to re-maneuver her so that she's like. I make her stumble off me. Yeah.
Make your check.
Athletics?
Make one as well.
And this is an advantage because of my dog.
Because, Fenrir's help.
Double 24s.
Double 24s. You easily beat her 12. You double it, in fact. So you are no longer grappled.
I apologize, my dear. I still have feelings for my wife.
So you turn around.
No, don't sprinkle over here.
No. She's no longer on me, so she'll.
Yeah.
Wait,
give
what?
Me give me an acrobatics check as you try to run across that very narrow ledge you just ran across.
Yeah, I mean, if I fucking fall into the grass, at least I'm not fucking. It'd be a 4. It's not a 6, sorry.
Okay. So you are going to fall, but first, she does make an opportunity attack against you. So as you try to run away, you take 15
I probably
points
fall
of damage.
around here, right?
Yeah. You take 15 points of damage from her as her hair bites you as you try to run away.
Fenrir is going to use reaction to impose a disadvantage.
Okay, so I'll make that opportunity attack again. We'll take the lower of the two.
That's a miss.
So miss. You're good there. But then you
And
fall.
then...
That is...
Ow!
10
And then,
no. Fuck, where's my map?
I didn't think this was that deep. But
15
that's fine.
feet. 15-foot drop, so you're going to take a d6.
Okay. That's better than, what, 15 damage?
4. You take 4 points of bludgeoning
And then,
damage as you fall down into the pit.
And
Was
Fenrir's
there
just gonna
anything
stop
in there?
here.
There is something in there.
Oh no.
So I need to roll initiative for another creature now. Give me 1 second.
Fucking what?
So, who wants to tell Mia that
No!
we ended up in that combat after all?
It's right here. It looks like on the picture. Yeah. So you fall down and you smell that familiar scent that lured you earlier, Olaf, as a man trap makes itself known. It goes before you in initiative, which means its turn has already passed. So you are right next to a giant Venus flytrap that wants to eat you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Fenrir's gonna come down with me. I don't know if he can slide down using half movement
15
to.
feet isn't that far if you know your.
And she's already used her reaction, so the opportunity attack can't be made.
Yep. That's Olaf's turn. Zalkore gets to go. You watch as she screams in rage and frustration. She is going to stalk up to the edge here. What has she got? She's going to look around. She's definitely going to see you across the way, Elspeth. And she's going to say, "You're the leader of this group. You think you're so pretty. You think you're so strong, so noble." That's
yes, because it's
10,
true.
15, 20,
I mean, about those people you killed.
30.
It's not helping whatsoever.
Just real quick, I'm going to roll this. She's probably fine. Yeah, she's fine. She gets there at the end of her range. You watch Elspeth in horror as she disappears into a puff of smoke and reappears 30 feet closer to you.
Oh no. Oh, that's bad, guys.
Right there. Okay, now I need you to make a con save, since you would not have time to avert your gaze, because that surprised you.
That's 22.
Yeah, you're fine. God damn it. I'm going to turn one of you to stone. It's going to happen.
No.
Yeah, so she approached the edge, and then she cast a spell on herself and teleported across the way to get towards you.
Okay.
That is the end of her turn, because she moved. Oh, it's a bonus action. So she could still take an action. What would her action be? Oh, I know.
She can't cast anything leveled, right?
No, but she will pull a longbow out from under her veil and fire a longbow shot. It goes wide. Never mind. We're good.
Where the fuck was she keeping that?
Where's the...
You
yeah.
didn't get a good look at her, Olaf. Your eyes were shut.
It's fine. Would it be rude to check her out when she's fucking dead?
Yeah. So, Elspeth, since you did get a good look at her now, you can see that the reason she's so tall and shambly is beneath the robes, she doesn't actually have legs. She has a serpent tail, which she's been slithering around on, which allows her to raise up higher or lower as she wishes. Tucked away in there was a long bow, which she pulled out to shoot you with. And then other than that, just classic features. The hideous Gorgon's face that is still an entire fetish on the internet. A whole mess of snarling snake heads. And she is coming for you. And it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to bring the thunder and call lightning on her again.
Good.
That is such a low roll.
Bring the thunder.
She saves. I'm going to use my bonus action to quicken a shocking ray.
Good idea.
So that is, I believe, 1 sorcery point. Yeah. And I'm going to use another sorcery point to try and stun her. So if I hit, she will need to make a con save.
Okay.
So there's 1, 2, 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. The last two hit.
Okay. So 9 and 9 lightning damage.
Okay.
And she needs to make a con save.
2 con saves or 1 con save?
Just 1.
Just 1.
Update? I should have decided to do an update.
When you first saw her, when she entered the range, you had to make your con save. start of your turn, you would have also had to make a con save because you're targeting with spells. So if you could retroactively give me another con save for the stone gaze. Petrifying gaze.
I have the trudge. No, I have the comedy.
You do have the comedy, so you can auto succeed this if you want to not risk it. You're okay.
I'm good.
But yeah, you are trading spell slinging over here on this narrow walkway, just throwing spells at each other in the thunder and rain. It's very thematic.
Can we move the map over a bit so I can run back along this? Or actually, could I hop onto this rock, yeah?
Yeah, I'd allow that. Dexterity check, just 10. If it's below 10, you fall into the water. You won't take damage, but you won't be where you want to be.
18.
Yeah, you're okay. You get on the stone. I could move the map over. We're just going to have to shuffle all of the tokens over as well.
Oh, shit. I'm poisoned, so those shocking rays have disadvantage.
Oh, that's right.
So I'll just... But... that really sucked.
Yeah, give me 2 more shocking rays just to see. We'll let the
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So I think the ones that still hit. Nice.
Ooh, would your con save be affected by poisons? Does poison
Saves aren't affected.
She did an auto.
I didn't auto save. It's ability checks and attack rolls, but I do need to make that dex one because that also has disadvantage, but I'm fine.
Yeah, you're okay.
That's it for me.
Good. Olaf and Fenrir are in the wrong spot. You guys were down here.
I wasn't that close. There we go.
I'm just far enough away.
I moved the map, so
I think the creature. The creature was a little bit further away, I think. Or am I wrong?
No, that looks about right.
Oh, so I am fucked. Good to know.
It might have been. No, it's right there on the map. Yeah, kitty corner with the stairs. Okay. I believe that's Elspeth's turn. Moxandre is out of your control. She's currently struggling against Zaka. She says, we need to get out there. We need to talk to her. We need to find out where the stone went. We need to find the opal. And Zaka's just like, you need to calm down, child. We're being attacked. As it's her turn, she is going to grimace. She's going to make 2 attacks on the mimic. A 1, a 2, both hit. So she slashes into this thing. Not much left of the mimic. It's holding on by a thread. Mimic's turn. Mimic, desperate, is going to attempt to grapple you, Sven. So you're going to make a strength contest with advantage.
All sorts of fun. Okay, let me check. It's in the process of coming back, but I do have access to my numbers. My strength, is it a strength saving throw or a strength check?
A check. It's athletics contest. It rolled a 5.
Strength is +4. Oh,
your athletics is +5.
Athletics is +7.
You can't lose.
My athletics is +7.
Oh, right, because you're raging too, so you can't lose. So the mimic tries to grapple you, it can't. So it just hangs out there, waiting to die. Would you want to finish it off?
I would attack it, yes.
Okay. Do you want to just use your sword for that?
If nobody else is in the way, I might just... Yeah, no, I'll just use my sword.
Okay.
Just reckless.
I'll just attack it with my sword.
Okay, so reckless.
I don't know if I have reckless.
Yeah,
I do have reckless.
Check.
All barbarians should get it.
I do. So I will. I will attack recklessly. So that's just flat roll.
So your first hit is a hit. Let's see if it kills it outright.
Awesome.
Does not kill it outright, which means your next hit, which is a crit, gets to go through. Let's see how crazy this crit is. Oh, that's +2 damage. It's still up. So your last attack did 15 damage. It had 16 hit points. So it has 1 hit point remaining.
Amazing!
Your critical hit is 16 + 2 is 18. You destroy this thing. Any poetic way you want to do that?
Just like, there's like a blue aura kind of like surrounding Sven as Sven just goes to town on this thing.
Yeah. Azaka watches you do this, and you just
Crackling lightning aura.
Yeah. You hear Azaka mutter under her breath. She says, "Holy shit! Where were you this whole time?" With that, Mantrap gets to go, joining the initiative.
Oh, you know what I think I do?
Yeah.
My when it tries to grapple me, it tries to bite me, and so instead of biting me, I stick my sword down its throat and tear it apart from the inside.
That's fantastic. Yeah, you rip this mimic to shreds. It turns into goop on the ground. Mantrap gets to go though. So Mantrap, Olaf, you watch as its vines and tendrils shove its bulk towards you, and then it is going to attempt
I'm in
to
danger.
engulf you.
Is this an attack?
Yeah, I don't think a 14 hits you.
I think that might just hit my AC.
Isn't your AC 16?
Only because I had +2 dex for 2 sessions.
Oh.
I'm going to impose... Oh, did you already roll with advantage? Disadvantage, sorry?
Oh, I did. Why did I roll with disadvantage?
Because I was going to say that Fenrir would impose disadvantage. But you've already rolled with a disadvantage.
But there you go.
Which sucks
14.
for me.
Yeah. So 14
No, that
hits
works.
you. So you are swallowed. You are blinded and restrained. You have total cover from attacks and other effects inside the
Can
mansion.
I respond in any way to, like, make people aware that I'm being engulfed?
Yeah, you can yell.
It's a trap! It's happening again! What the fuck? This kid's out!
Oh.
So yeah, you are swallowed. I'm gonna to back. Boop. So you are restrained and grappled.
If anything, can I just say, like, for Fenrir, any lingering commands will just be, kill the fucking plant monster.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, so your turn is next, so you're gonna take 46 acid damage.
That sucks.
That's a lot of acid damage.
You've been eating a lot.
Restrained.
11 acid damage at the start of your turn.
I'm still alive.
He says sadly. So,
can I cast a spell on myself?
I wasn't expecting your journey in this game to be so full of vor, but here we go. What do you want?
It keeps happening!
Keeps happening.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
Do you have to see yourself?
It's touch.
You can touch yourself inside the plant.
Oh, you have to touch yourself.
What I'm thinking is I'm like restrained and contorted in a way, but my middle finger or whatever slowly brings backwards and touches my palm. Like to close the what?
The palm. Okay. I thought you meant the back of the hand. That would have been gross.
No, almost like he has to complete a magic circle to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna upcast.
Alright, Full Metal Alchemist.
Shut up. It's good anime. It has a really solid magic system. Fuck you. Anyway, I'll cast Cure Wounds at... Well, yeah, but there was a reason for that. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds up to 2nd level.
Good idea. Good idea. So you cure yourself?
No, he's Full Metal Artificer.
Full Metal Artificer, that's good.
1 second. I'm just gonna adjust it so...
So you said this
on 2nd level, I'll get 2d8.
Oh, the sunshine. Warm.
2d... 1 second, I just need to check my thingy sheet. 2d8
Oh, wow.
plus...
It's dark.
2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So that's
Hey, bud.
2 plus intelligence modifier plus...
You done?
14.
Good. So you heal 14 points of damage, completely undoing the acid of this thing digesting you. And then Fenrir, your last command was for it to attack.
Yeah, viciously I might add.
Viciously, you might add.
Well, no. It's just gonna attack to, like, tear open a hole so I can wriggle my way out. Yeah, so it's gonna make a force-empowered rend. I don't think it can... I know my command was otherwise, but it can't really climb inside and rip me out, can it?
This creature also isn't... it doesn't need to make con saves to keep you inside of its gut. It's not a Tarask.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Let's go, Fenrir.
1d8 plus proficiency bonus force damage, so 1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
6 damage.
Beautiful. Okay. Anything else?
I literally can't do anything. I'm inside a fucking plant monster again.
All right, so at the start of this round of combat, Elspeth, you hear a shriek as the last healthy Eblis joins the fight
Oh,
in
fuck.
defense of his mistress.
Damn it.
I will roll initiative for this round of combat.
And yell at it for poisoning us.
Also, does anyone need to go to the bathroom? We're well over our 2-hour mark.
I'm good for now.
Okay. If we do need to take a bathroom break, you guys let me know, and we'll take a bathroom break.
What's happening?
If we need a bathroom break, just let me know.
He's offering a bathroom break.
The mimic is dead. I don't need that anymore. So the Eblis is going to fly in and perch on this spot over here in between rounds. So Zalkore gets to go. So, you within 30 feet, Elspeth? No.
I'm not.
Were you? I should ask. Had you averted your eyes anyway? You leapt to the,
I
to the
don't
rock. So
think
presumably,
I averted. Well, I was facing away from her, but
yeah, you leapt
if
to
that
the
counts,
rock. So
yeah.
I would assume you weren't looking towards her.
no.
That's fair. So she is going to. What is she going to do? So she's going to slowly walk her way 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 towards you. And she's just going to be talking to herself. She says, all of these assassins, all of these traitors, liars, all of them liars. Thirotira, come help me defeat the assassins. She is then going to cast poison spray on you down there.
All right.
Range. 10 feet? No, you're just out of range. Never mind.
Oh.
So, instead, 2 longbow attacks. 2 misses.
Good miss.
Rip. I completely forgot. She has a recharge ability too. Oh well, next time. That is her turn. Elspeth, you can go now.
Alright. I'm gonna turn around. I will look at her. Do I need to make the con save?
You do. If you can see her eyes and you're within 30 feet. Ooh. Alright, let me repost.
Can I
read the ability? Unless you want
but I don't know the DC.
You don't.
Can I choose to it's before the roll, okay.
Yeah. You can absolutely use it. I haven't told you what happens yet.
Oh. Okay. I will use it.
Okay. So both Table Inspiration are gone. Abby, you succeed. You stare up at her. She is full of fury and anger and rage.
Right. I'm going to call lightning on her.
Okay.
Nice.
29, and that's a failure.
A fail.
She takes all of it. God damn.
And then I'm going to quicken
Okay.
a command. And I'm going to tell her, I just feel bad for you in a way. Now bow down, fuck off. And I'm going to tell her to flee.
Flee. Okay. Whiz save. She's fine.
She has disadvantage.
You're right. Thank you for reminding me.
Let's go.
Failure. So she, her face cracks. That lightning hits her. She's going to flee on her turn. She
and
looks
then I will
broken and
sorry.
shocked by this.
I'm going to try jumping between these rocks and then moving back over here.
Acrobatics check. It is raining. Getting down here was easy, but now you're going horizontally, so I'm going to raise you to a 13.
I'm just that
Just
good.
make it.
I'm just that good.
Yeah. You hopscotch your way across. Oh, that is up a ways. 13 will get you
Oh.
here.
How big is it?
The drop there, 10 feet.
Okay. Instead, can I go 15 and then like jump and make it to her?
You probably would be able to do that, yeah. With your
Okay.
your 13 acrobatics check. Yeah, I'd allow that.
That's it then for me.
Okay. Waxanre is going to see she's getting nowhere with Azaka. She considers talking to you, Sven, but then realizes that she's not going to get anywhere with you either. So she just submits to being held for now.
I'll just shout into that room, actually. If you guys are done with that mimic, which I fucking hope you are, please help Olaf with the plant thing.
Good.
It's more like angry swearing you can hear within the fucking walls of the plants.
Elspeth,
Yeah.
you hear a words in Orin from behind you as hypnotic pattern is cast in a cube around where you're currently sitting. Or sitting.
Yikes.
I need you to make
What save
a-
is that?
What save is it? Why can't I read? Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. I don't believe I have anything that aids me with that, so I just make it straight. Shit.
Nope. So hypnotic pattern. You are charmed for the duration. You are incapacitated and you have a speed of 0.
Alright. So I think, do they hear me say that and I just get cut off halfway through?
So you are gazing you are gazing at the dazzling lights hypnotically patterning around you as the Eblis takes his turn. Now Azaka gets to go. Azaka, hearing this, is going to sit Maxenray down on the divan and then is going to say, "Stay." And she's going to go and check on you, Elspeth. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15...
I am not a dog.
She sees the hypnotic pattern.
Slaps me out of it.
Wait a minute. Does the hypnotic pattern continue? Or is it only
yes.
immediately when it's cast?
Appears
It
for
says
a moment
a
and
minute.
vanishes.
There we go, yeah. So
But it
Zaka
lasts
wouldn't
a
know if it
minute.
did, no. So Zaka gets...
But
within
Azaka
range
will be
of
caught
you.
into it, is that thing?
No, it's only when it's first cast that it affects you. Can affect you up to a minute. Yeah, so she uses her action to shake
I'm
you.
sorry, 1 second. I think someone's playing Everlong in my house. I have to go tell them to stop.
Yeah, so you get shaken awake by Azaka.
Thank you.
She says, good. We need everybody together. Ooh. Azaka's gonna have to look at Zalkore past you.
Yep.
Con save.
No.
On save.
Well, Azaka
Uh-oh.
just rolled a 6. When a
Uh,
creature that can see the Medusa's eyes starts its turn within 30 feet of the Medusa.
fails by 5. Oh my god.
Oh, starts its turn. That doesn't make sense.
Oh. Oh, nice.
You rolled extra earlier than you didn't have to then. I thought it was when you first saw her. Yep, no, there we go. She's fine. She didn't have to make that save. We're good. She's
Yeah.
not stoned yet.
Whoa.
And Elspeth's no longer charmed. Sven, how's your computer, Riley?
I am back to activity. And eating ice cream. I will run. Yes, I can get to the right spot.
Yep.
Is this how deep down is that?
15-foot drop. But there's stairs here.
Awesome! I'm within range. Well, I just did my movement. So guess who has one more lightning breath?
Hey! And Olaf is
Hey.
behind total cover at the moment. So he's okay. Well,
And
you-
anyways, it's only people. It's only within like my
you'll never
like-
believe...
my breath can.
Wow. This plant just completely
I was
dodges out
right.
of the way. That is insane.
It still takes 9 damage.
Yeah.
I was right, by the way. They are playing Foo Fighters.
Nice.
That's funny.
So yeah, Sven, you come to the edge, you puke up some lightning on this plant that gets electrocuted and shocked and undulates in place. It doesn't
one
feel
second.
pleasant on the
Oh,
inside.
it's fucking hard!
Yeah, not great.
Even if he wasn't in total cover, my lightning breath will be within the 5 foot
Yeah, it's
line,
a line, right?
and I can aim it.
Anything else?
Bonus actions. No, nothing I can really do with a bonus action, so I just kind of stand there.
All right. Man-Trap's turn. I don't think there's anything the Man-Trap can actually do at this point. Yeah. I think he's just going to hang out there, digesting. That means it's Olaf's turn. Olaf, starting your turn. Man-Trap does some acid damage to you. Nine acid damage. And then it's your
Not
turn.
great, but not terrible.
Nope. You did heal a fuck ton last time.
Yeah, I think I can... I can't out-heal it, but I think I have enough healing spells to save myself until someone gets me out of here. And with Sven being here, it's more than
Well,
likely going to
restrained,
happen.
you should be able to make attacks with disadvantage. If you do want to
Yeah.
attack it.
It's probably a good idea just to try breaking out rather than spending
Yeah,
so much
no,
healing.
46, I will go unconscious if it rolls max, but it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
So, disadvantage, battle axe attack,
Mm-hmm.
imbued with
21
fire,
still hits. With fire, no less.
10 damage plus, I need to look at the table for the Brandtrokk needle. I believe it's 100 pieces of 100 gold pieces, so it's a 1d8 fire additional. 1, wow, 11.
Yeah. The plant is not looking too
Oh.
hot. You've dealt more than half its hit points.
Am I flanking with Fenrir?
Yay.
No.
No. You're under.
And no way am I-
doesn't count.
That'd be so funny if I was.
You're
though.
inside it.
Yes, and he's outside it.
Would Fenrir want
Yeah,
to
I
do
know.
anything? He
Sorry?
would just continue attacking. I think that was your last command.
He would just continue attacking and then do the reaction and impose disadvantage if an ally is attacked.
Yeah, go for it.
He has very basic commands. 22 to hit.
Hits.
I'm doing this all while eating my cornetto. 8 damage.
Okay.
I'm jealous.
Beautiful. Plant's still up. Olaf's turn is passed. Zalkore, you see she curses. She's bloodied now, below half her hit points. Before the command, or as the command takes root, she says, Thirutaya, where are you in my moment of need? As she says this, a swirling spectral apparition appears between the two of you.
Oh,
As a spectral
no.
image of that giant Chultan warrior with a leopard shield and a massive great spear appears, hovering in the air between the two of you. Then on her turn, Zalkore takes her action to flee. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she's 10 feet off the map. Thirutaya,
Oh, Big John. Jesus.
yeah.
'You're a big boy.
So 10-foot tall apparition of a Chultan warrior wielding a massive spear of force. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so he's just standing there. Actually, on his turn, he would hover down or hover back to more effectively defend her. Elspeth,
Okay.
it is your turn. You have been shaken awake from your stupor.
Yep. Once again, I'm going to call lightning down on her. I believe she would still...
She's still
Yeah, massively still in range. 23. She
Another
fails. You said she's looking bloodied?
Oh yeah, she's not looking great now. She's looking real bad.
Alright. I'm just going to move over here. Actually, I'll open. Are these doors open now, or have they swung shut?
They're not locked. You can easily just shove them.
They're not locked.
Yeah. The
I do want line of. I want line of sight on the outside. Is the thing.
Sure.
So can I leave them open?
Yeah. You can jam something in there as you go by, for sure.
Yes. I will get back inside of this room.
Maxana is sitting on the divan looking like a scolded child. She's holding a beautiful silver circlet in her hands. But there's noticeably a hole where there should be a gemstone. She says, "The opal's gone. She lost it. We need.
I don't really care about the opal right now, Maxana.
She says, "Why else over here?"
To get the Black Lotus.
Ah! She frustratedly throws the circlet across the room. Very much Luke Skywalker.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. You have control of her in combat again. She'll listen to you. Her rebellious moment is gone. Eblis gets to go.
Yeah.
Eblis is going to stop concentrating on the pattern because it's not important. Seeing how things are going, it is going to shout something to Zalkore and Orin. Abby, give me a perception check real quick for Elspeth, just to see if Elspeth will pick this up.
Yep. 5. Nope.
Nope. The rest of you just hear the Elvis shout something in Orin to Zalkore, and then it will...
Riley, you're making like some crinkly noises.
The Elvis will then fly away.
Oh.
Azaka's turn. Azaka, looking all around, sees the giant spectral soldier, sees that you guys have the Black Lotus, sees a way out. She is going to run back into the room and she's going to say, I think it's time we leave. We need to get to Olaf.
Perhaps.
15.
Yeah, you're right.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. Azaka comes up next to you. Sven looks down at the man plant and says, "He got eaten again."
I would invent like a device like in the future for Chultons that's gonna like be like, you know those things, the scissor lifts that help you lift the car. It just like expands the fucking plant to open it up.
You just invent Bittrex. You just spray yourself with Bittrex. So if anything eats you, they throw up.
And they just go, ew, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Ew!
Well, Sven, it is now your turn. You can see the man trap is really badly damaged. What does Riley, you're muted?
Why can't I?
There you go.
Yes. Well, I'm in a rage. So I'm going to run up and reckless. Great sword.
Heck yeah. Hits.
17 to hit. That's 13 damage.
It has 11 hit points, so you destroy it. So, Olaf, you emerge from a goopy, acidy interior as Sven cuts you out of this thing.
I fucking hate the jungle.
Okay. Anything else in your turn?
Tear it apart.
Yeah, go to town.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, Olaf and
Calm down.
So Azaka will shout down at you as soon as you can hear Olaf. She says, Zalkore is retreating. We have the Lotus. I suggest we get out of here.
Is there anything else we need to get?
Not that I know of.
Then let's get the fuck out of Dodge.
I don't know if she's going to be retreating for long. Watch out.
Who the fuck is that guy? Big John?
Yeah, you would just see the tippy tops of his head. Just a massive glowing ghost soldier. Very easily recognizable as the statue that's in the main chamber. Or the main palace.
Can I, I've just emerged. Can I make an Arcana check to see if this is like an illusion or if this is actually like a tangible
Yeah,
threat?
you haven't done anything on your turn. You
And then
make
the
an
rest of
Arcana
it is going to be just moving the fuck out. I'm going to shimmy shammy.
check.
I rolled a 23.
23.
It's supposed to be normal, 23,
Oh, yeah,
because I don't
so
have
that's
disadvantage because I didn't get poisoned.
Yeah, so with a 23, it's very clearly a ghost of some kind. You don't know exactly what that would be. There are so many kinds of ghosts, but very clearly this is a ghost that was summoned by her need, her time of need.
So a tangible threat, not an illusion.
A tangible threat, yeah. This is not illusory. This is there are all kinds of ghosts. There's specters, ghosts, lots of different types. Poltergeists. Who knows?
Maybe pick up the
Where are you gonna go?
the remnants of the circlet, Elspeth, but Elspeth, just grab whatever you need. I think we're just gonna go, unless you want to follow through with that grudge you have against the Queen.
I would very much like to do that. She's looking she's looking injured.
Okay. Well,
Okay, but I don't. If at any point it comes to our endangerment, we leave, and I'm gonna use my movement to just get out of the hole. So I'll just be at the top.
So move yourself where you want to be because Zalkore's turn is next.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be fast. Yeah.
Those you can see, she has stopped what she's doing and she's staring up at the apparition of Theorataya just openly weeping. And you can barely hear her. She's like fucking 80 feet away from you guys. She's just weeping and saying over and over again, "I'm so sorry. They lied to me. My love, I'm sorry. I should never have believed them. I should never have doubted you." Just weeping, and just completely incapacitated. But that is her turn. Elspeth.
So she's returned to be a piss baby. Good to know.
Lightning.
She's just staring up at this
Let's
spectral image
take this opportunity to get
and just
out of
cry.
here.
Lightning.
Okay.
On Zalkore.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her disadvantage because she's deliberately proned herself. 8. So 21.
21.
She had 18.
Nice.
So she is deleted. You watch she collapses on the ground from this.
I think this is a mercy killing, not gonna lie, Chief.
Yeah, she feels like she's had a pretty miserable existence up until
She's
this point.
basically dementia-ridden and cursed to be an eternal Medusa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you shocked her with lightning. You watch as the apparition watches her go down, and then turns its face to you with rage on its expression.
Oh.
Oh no. Oopsies. Stinky. Fuck.
Oops.
You guys are lucky. I gave her a recharge ability that I completely forgot about. She could have been pulling out bits of her hair and making them giant poisonous snakes. But I completely forgot.
Oh, jeez.
That would have been really
Amazing.
cool. Really cool, but also thank you for being
completely forgot.
dementia-ridden yourself. You know what? Let's just say she had that ability, but she forgot because, the Medusa dementia.
Yeah, her stat block is a little underwhelming. They just took a Medusa and gave her some spells. Which is cool. But, anyway.
It's fine. We had a funny
She's
funny
KO'd,
enough
but
time.
we're still in combat because you pissed off the spirit. But it had her initiative slot, so
Oops.
it can't do
How
anything.
do
This
I get
off
rid of this?
ghost.
I clicked it by
Elspeth,
accident. There we go.
what are you going to do besides mercy killing this Medusa?
Piss off, ghost.
Piss off, ghost.
Oh, did we lose Abby?
What's that from?
Oh, me? Sorry?
Yeah, what else
Ragnarok.
do you want to do?
Oh.
Yeah,
You
that's
killed the
Oh,
Medusa.
sorry.
Okay.
I
You've also got,
will...
princess under your control.
Yes, I'll just say, follow me. I didn't want to let that ghost catch up with us, and
She
we're
says,
just going to move
"Good
over
idea."
here.
All right.
I think she will now cast... This is undead, right?
Yes, it would be undead.
She'll cast protection from evil and good on herself.
Good idea. So she is now
Question.
protected from evil and good. Yes.
Would it be prudent to pick up the remnants of the circlet if we ever had to do locate objects?
You certainly could.
As a free action, can I talk?
Yeah, you could have shouted that to them, and then Max.
Yeah, just Maxonia, did you find the thing you needed?
She says yes, but the opal's gone.
Did you keep the crown?
I could.
Go get it. It's important.
She gets it.
Yeah.
So if one of you want to put in your inventory, the black opal crown, damaged.
Oh, black opal crown brackets opalless.
Yeah, opalless. But that's Elspeth's turn. You guys that can see watch as the Eblis descends on Zalkore and begins administering aid to its lord.
It's trying to revive her.
Roll in secret real quick. Azaka's turn. Azaka says, I don't like the look of that ghost. We need to go. So she is going to cover your guys' asses. She says, leap off into the jungle. I see a tree that doesn't look too badly over there. I'll defend our rear. So she's going to hold an attack to attack anything that tries to chase you guys that passes within her range. Sven. Tell me what's up, right?
I'm going to run. Use my action to dash. Whoa! Leap.
Leap. Quick acrobatics check.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Acrobatics check.
Not a very high DC. You're good. You're good. Yeah, you land safely on the canopy that Azaka pointed out to you, and you land on the other side of the bridge there. Olaf and
clamber down onto the ground.
Yeah. Olaf and Fenrir get to go next.
Sure, same thing. Wham, get back
Acrobatics check
to the
just to
jungle.
see if you take any damage on the way down.
Yep.
My rage ends because I neither dealt nor took damage for a round.
Gotcha.
14.
14, you're okay. Zalkore remains dying. The Eblis is helping as best he can, but the ghost gets to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Would he dash? Yeah. 35, 40, 45, 60. There we go.
Oh shit.
Elspeth.
I'm going to follow everyone else. As I run, I'm going to turn around, fire off a...
So, fun thing about Theotayo. 15 feet of range. Because he has a great spear. In his normal form, would be 10 feet of range. As a giant, it's 15 feet.
I am going to use a sorcery point to quicken a thunder wave, and then I'm going to use another one to stun him. That's my last sorcery point.
Okay, so this will go off before the opportunity attack. So hit me that first.
Yeah, and I'm also going to use my Storm Sorcerer feature to move 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay. Well, unfortunately for you, he's also a sentinel.
I've not taken the disengage action.
Doesn't that the sorcery point allow you to do the disengage action for free? Isn't that what that is?
No, it's a different thing. It is this.
Well, it won't need to make just a reaction attack anyway.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So hit me with that attack then. He won't be able to get his opportunity against you.
Thunderwave, and needs to make a con save as well to avoid stun.
So, con save for the Thunderwave, fail. Con save for the stun, fail.
Okay, so he's pushed back 10 feet.
I don't think he can be stunned. No, he can be stunned. That's not in his list. Get ready.
Yeah, and he's also pushed back 10 feet. So he is He can fly, but he's over the grass.
Yeah. And then stun.
And then 1.
Good for you, because he does a shit ton of damage.
2.
Acrobatics
That's it
check
for me.
from the two of you to see if you did any damage.
For me,
Is it 20
it will be 18.
Yeah, you guys are great. You're fine.
Then Moxanray will be a 17.
Yeah, she's okay. Eblis.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I guess she'll fire up an Eldritch Blast as she goes, because she didn't use her action.
Sure.
12 to hit.
Misses. Bounces off his spectral shield.
What is it for us then?
Yep. Azaka, seeing as everybody's off to safety, she also jumps down, and we're out of initiative after we find out if she takes damage or not. She's fine. Good job, guys! Nobody turned to stone.
We survived!
You survived.
So they wouldn't pursue us into the jungle?
As far as you know, they're not going to pursue you.
They're probably bound to that place if they're undead.
Well, I mean, Zalkore is also dying. There's only one Headless left that's in fighting condition. And the ghost probably isn't going to leave her side. So.
Yeah, probably wants to be there if she dies.
XP.
XP indeed. So let's see. So Zalkore is...
The Mimic first. Let's do it in the order that we defeated them.
Yeah, so the Mimic is... Oh crap, I deleted the token. Mimic. Alright. Somebody going to write this down for me?
Yep, I've got it.
So that's
right.
450 for the Mimic.
Is this per person or in total?
We'll do total first, then we'll divide it up. Because we do have a difficulty multiplier, I believe.
Okay.
450 for the Mimic. And then 200 for the Man Trap.
Yep.
And then Zalkore is a lot more.
What is she, like, CR7 or something?
CR6, so 2,300 for Zalkore.
Decent.
You did not defeat the ghost, so you don't get the extra experience for that mythic ability. And you did not defeat the Eblis. You don't get the XP for the Eblis. So that's it. What is that total?
Alright guys, let's go back.
That's 2,950 divided how many ways?
I don't think Lucia's getting any XP for this, aren't they?
5. Nope. No XP for Lucia. 5 ways.
So 5. 590 each.
590 each.
Nice.
Well, thank you
So
very much. You guys survived my name.
Well, wow. I'm a little bit over halfway to level 6 from 0 XP.
Hey. Yeah, she's a tough fight.
Yeah.
You took out some of her servants beforehand, so she didn't have as many allies. If you guys were getting hit with hypnotic patterns and all of that, that would have been much worse. If I'd remembered that I gave her the ability to create giant snakes, that would have been worse. Yeah, no. Good time. Well.
Oh my god.
1 second, we need to end the episode with a joke.
Well,
So
we
we're
still
in the
have an
jungle, we're exhausted, we're taking a break while we're running away. So
we
Elspeth, what's that about
3 hours in.
us being married again and then like still framed and cut to
Well,
credits?
we've still got like 50 minutes
Still got an
of
hour.
expenses all that to carry on.
Yeah, we've still got like an hour.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
But hey,
I'm alright with continuing.
you guys escaped. You guys survived. You're okay. Take a breather. Yeah. It's probably like
Jeez.
3 p.m. or something at this point. You spent a while in there. You arrived first thing in the morning and you spent a while. No, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
We spent at least 2 hours, 3 hours with the short rest.
You flew in, which would have taken half the day. You traveled the rest of the day to get here. You didn't spend the night in the jungle, which means it's probably like getting dark.
Yeah.
It's the end of the day. So thankfully, you have a very handy-dandy portable shelter with you.
Which I can't remember who got that for us.
It was on
Did we just...
corpse floating in the water.
All right.
Oh God.
But hey, you guys can walk a reasonable safe distance away from Nangalore, set up your hut, and settle in for the night. Do we want to do watches?
Probably. Considering that we killed the queen. Oh, presumably killed the queen. She could be back.
Presumably.
Yeah.
As long as we don't go back there, we should be fine.
Unless she, comes for us.
Well, either way,
True.
just in case you get interrupted during the night, you're going to have at least completed a short rest. So everybody can take a short rest now, and then we'll go through the night and see if you get interrupted.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good to me. So how many hit points? Okay, so by the way, my hit points at the end of that was 21.
You're not going to
cook
believe me
again.
But I just rolled 3 20s in a row on this random encounter dice, so it's going to be a fun night.
I rolled a 15, so I'm on 36.
I can also do my cooking thing, which means I believe 1 extra HP per.
Yeah, actually, why don't you guys walk me through?
hit dice rolled.
Why don't you guys walk me through what your setup is for the night with your new hut?
What exactly does the hut look like again?
I did write a beautiful description in the magic item page.
Oh, it's in the magic item page. I've got it.
Magical item page.
Folding shelter. This object appears as a wooden box that measures 12 inches long, 4 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. It weighs 4 pounds no matter what is stored inside. In this state, it can be easily disguised as a portable chest. The item has 3 command words, each requiring you to use an action to speak it. One command word causes the box to unfold into a shack measuring 15 feet by 10 feet by 8 feet. The shack has a hard lock on the door, DC 10, 2 two-level bunks, 2 foot lockers, and 1 one-way peephole on each wall. The shack can provide shelter for 4 medium creatures. The second command word causes the box to unfold into a cabin measuring 20 feet by 15 feet with 10 feet height. The cabin has a hard lock on the door, DC 20, and 4 two-level bunks, as well as 4 foot lockers. There are one-way peepholes in each wall. The cabin can provide shelter for 8 medium creatures. When the box becomes a shelter, it becomes rooted in place as an immovable rod. Each 10-foot section of wall has an AC of 15, 28 hit points, and is immune to all damage except force. Any damage dealt to the structure is repaired at dawn, but the enchantment is destroyed if the shelter is reduced to 1/4 or lower of its max HP. Sounds may pass into the shelter as normal, but any sound or light produced inside the box cannot pass beyond its walls. The peepholes give a creature a limited cone of vision outside one side of the shelter each. The third command word causes the folding shelter to fold back into a box, provided there are no creatures inside. Any objects in the shelter that can't fit inside the box remain outside the box as it folds. Any objects in the shelter that can fit inside the box do so. The exception is items placed within the foot lockers. Each foot locker is a 2 foot deep by 2 foot... 2 by 2 foot... Blah, blah, blah. I wrote this weird. 2 foot deep by 2 and 3 foot wide, or 12 cubic feet. Anything placed inside these chests is reduced while folding with the folding enchantment. It cannot be retrieved until the shelter is opened again. The foot lockers are not climate controlled. So basically, you've got locker space, and you can't access the lockers unless the shelter is in shelter form.
Okay.
So, could you plop us on a map, actually, of the... just a plain one of the size of the thingy?
Yeah, so you want the shack to be in the second position, which is 20
The
feet
bigger
by
one.
15 feet.
Yeah.
So let's draw a square 20 by 15.
So if I think that, basically?
No, 20 by 15 is...
That's 20 by 15.
No, you're right. I was doing it this way. X-axis is the...
Yeah, they both work.
Yeah.
Either way.
So I'm assuming...
We could put it in any orientation,
Yes.
technically.
Is it basically bed?
So they're bunks. So each bunk would take up a 5 by 10 foot space. So you would have 4 back-to-back along one wall, basically.
Yeah.
There'll probably be bunk beds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, basically.
With 2.
Yeah. They're basically like hanging hammocks. There's like posts in the ground, and then there's little hammocks hanging in between them. You get 4 of them each. So 8 people.
Yeah, Sven, uses their little pouch of spices and their cook's utensils and makes it a nice little meal for everyone.
Good. Azaka is probably going to brew up those wild roots you found earlier, unless you want to save them for later. Because being poisoned, if you get interrupted during the night, would be a bad thing.
Yes, that is a good idea.
I won't. Thank you.
Do you remember how many you got?
Was it the berries? The cinder berries?
Oh, right. Did I write down the wrong thing? I might have written down the wrong thing.
Because I have 17 cinder berries that give advantage on saves against poison diseases.
That's what it is. I wrote the wrong thing in the recap. Good job, Spencer. God.
It's okay. Just, I just made a noise. I don't know what I'm doing.
Cinder berries. Yeah, no. So, you guys are still poisoned, probably till in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Those of you that are poisoned.
Lovely.
Which is everybody but Olaf. So yeah, the
Because
night
Olaf's
goes-
just built different.
Sven cooks a delicious meal for all of you.
Nice. Thank you, Sven.
I think as Azaka takes the meal from you, she's going to look at you and she's going to say, "So, what exactly are you?" No offense, of course. I certainly understand keeping secrets about your disposition, but little boys don't generally breathe lightning in the forest.
I'm not a boy.
Right, my apologies.
How many times do I have to say
Little children don't generally breathe lightning in the woods.
They, let out a frustrated groan. They're like, ugh. It's obvious I'm not going to be able to... Internally, they're thinking, it's obvious I'm not going to be able to, get away from these people. They're not going to let me leave at this point. So they reach up to the little amulet they've got around their neck, and they unclasp it. And as they pull the amulet away from their neck, the visage of a young human child melts away, replaced by the image of a dragonborn.
I knew he was a lizard.
You owe me 3 copper.
A blue dragonborn. Still a child, though.
Why are you a dragonborn?
Why do you exist?
I don't say that.
Born one.
I don't say that. That was a joke.
Azaka looks at you and says, "It's canon. You said it in."
Elspeth, you can't ask people why they're dragonborn.
So
Elspeth, that's kind of
when a
racist.
mommy dragon loves a human daddy very, very much. So
And the human daddy rolled really well in his charisma.
Human dragonborn.
No, I think that makes a half dragon. I think dragonborns are something else.
they are something else. You can't let me have anything. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I hate it here.
Actually, Osaka, I know many dragon sorcerers, and that is not what happens.
Actually, that is how dragon sorcerers are made.
Yeah.
That's how
Honestly,
draconic sorcerers are made.
do we have a steady supply of ale while we're out here?
No, you wouldn't have that at all with you.
Olaf
I
was
have coffee,
drinking.
though. Pulls out a little bottle.
That's right. I gave you that magic item.
Sure.
I have
Friend,
infinite coffee. Starts jittering.
you are my child.
Two drunk men at around a campfire. I hand my over.
But yeah, all of us should remark, you know what, when you spewed lightning, that's probably the most normal thing you've done so far.
Why did
What
you
can I
feel the
say? I
need-
like lightning.
Why did you feel the need to hide the fact that you're a Dragonborn?
Because people don't react well to me.
That woman is a Drow.
That's racist.
It's not racist to point out that people don't like Drow.
I'm just not supposed to show people that I'm a dragon. And
Says who?
there's something there, and they like put the clasp back on, and the visage returns. I'm just not comfortable with it.
Alright.
Anyways, we have to get back to...
Just
And basically, all of us acting are completely unfazed by this information. Like, this is at this point run of the mill for us.
Yeah.
We need to get back to Kirsabal. We'll probably have to circumvent the Queen's Gardens so that if she is still about, we won't get fucked with.
Well, we don't have to go past the gardens to get back to the spa.
Do we not? Yeah, my mistake then. Ooh.
So why are all you guys in the jungle out here for this flower thing?
We are on a quest to stop the end of the world.
Alright, that thing.
I'm mostly here for a big metal ball.
Valid.
What? I'm assuming like he gets glares and is like, what? I have to be honest.
No, I said valid.
Oh no, I mean the other people, not
I-
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just like, what? Good to be honest.
Elspeth will just
Yeah,
say,
I think-
oh, sorry, go on.
I think out of everyone, Sven thinks Olaf is the coolest at this point. I got eaten by a plant and didn't even blink.
I mean, he swore
lot
one
of
afterwards,
things,
but it happens. Yeah. What else?
It's
a
a
lot
lie. It's not a
A
lie.
lot of people will die if we do not, if we don't get this done in time.
Well, looks like you guys need a bit of muscle. Mind if I keep hanging out?
We're good.
Yeah,
Azaka
bye
says,
Riley,
we
making you
most
character.
certainly are not good.
I'm trying to join the party here.
I know.
Azaka
All of
says
us can be completely sarcastic. He's just fucking with you.
Yeah, Azaka says we
It's
most
like-
certainly are not good. She says We are-
They have a sense of humor.
we are a bunch of, let's face it, less
Squishy?
unlucky people.
Yeah, join the party.
I'm not squishy.
No, you're trying to join our party here. You see, that's where you're getting confused.
Do you have like
Max
a
outrageous.
name or something? Most groups of people have one.
No.
Do we have a what?
A name, but every time we've come up with one, something has drastically
Yeah.
changed in the party that has to make it invalid.
We are the last hope. for
That's kind
everyone.
of...
Oh,
Okay.
that's cute.
Hold on, I didn't agree to that one. And also, it feels
You
like
know-
the price is you're I'm not gonna say anything, actually. You know what? You can have this. I was thinking about Death's Company, if that was a little bit too on the nose.
It's good to be optimistic, you know?
Eh,
It's cute. I like it. Well, last hope.
Uh,
You've gained the company of one Sven.
that's fair.
If you'll have me, at least.
Of course.
Moxandre just sighs really loudly. Another pathetic life form. I'll never get my
What are
crown.
you-
My eyes crackle. with electricity. Shut the fuck up, kid.
Hey, you
Children,
can't talk to me that
behave.
way.
Behave
I'm
your
royalty.
mother. Children, behave.
Yeah,
Behave your mother
well, I
and
don't
fought
give
very
a-
hard to make sure that
Did you
you
see
are
how
dead.
I behaved around the scary, the scary snake lady?
Yeah, but she
I
lost
don't
already.
care about. I don't care about nobility. I don't give a fuck about it.
Why I never?
So, like, you're a person. I don't care about whatever noble title you are. You're still a person.
Elspeth,
And people out here in the jungle are all equal.
Elspeth, they're being rude to me.
No, dude.
I'll say, you've got to understand, a lot of people, the royal family's been gone for a long time. A lot of people don't really care about it anymore.
What? You can't be serious.
I'm entirely serious, like,
But people pray in their homes for our return. Everyone's lost without us.
Have you seen them pray for you to return?
No, but I mean,
you'll see when we get back. They don't exactly like the merchant princes, at least not all of them, but they're not hopeful for the return of the monarch.
you see, this is blowing her brain. She's seen enough now that she knows that you're not lying to her, and it's blowing her brain. She's looking at you shocked, and she's like, "But, I know.
Hey,
I just need the crown. If I can get the crown, I can make everything right again. It'll be just like it used to be, but better."
Hey, kid. I don't know why I'm calling you kid. You're probably older than me. Hey, whatever your name is. Be glad you're not nobility, active nobility, because most nobility that I have are just assholes with money. And, money makes you worse. So be glad you don't have money and power. Because, you can actually be a good person if you want to be a good person. But, all of that money and power and, politics and shit, it just corrupts anyone, even if they're trying to be a good person.
How the fuck old are you?
Sven out here just
Whatever I
studying the
said
pieces
last
of the game.
time.
I'm just gonna,
I'm
13.
I think last time I said I was 15,
15?
so
Yeah.
once again, I'm 15.
No, I think you said 15, but you were lying, and you're actually 13.
Shush.
You're what?
Wait, no. Pretend I didn't say anything.
They don't know that.
But no. It was
15,
like,
for sure.
you're the 15, now behave. You're making stew. Oh, wow. We should probably make a supply run next time we're in civilization.
How
Yeah.
good at you are judging the age of a person based on what they look like? Because I do not look
That's
15.
true. You do see their true
I
form.
have not hit my puberty yet.
You would have met Dragonborn where you guys lived. So if anybody wants to make an insight check,
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Even if I find out, I'm just gonna keep it silent to myself. He's 15. I start saying they pronouns.
They're 15.
8.
yeah, no idea.
It's a child.
Yeah, they're 15.
They look 15 to me.
Yeah. They're just experiencing a very late puberty. It's fine.
Anyways, I think
I've
I've drunk about 5 cups of coffee, so I'll take first watch.
Yeah,
Sure.
Sven is just constantly vibrating because that's all Sven drinks.
I have water too.
Yeah, but do you use that just to dilute the
I also
coffee?
have a rain catcher. Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
I drink a lot of coffee.
As everybody's settling down, I think. Would you have the top bunk or the bottom bunk, Elspeth?
Bottom bunk.
All right. So Max Enray is going to lean her face over the edge to peer down at you as everybody's going to sleep. She says, "Do I have to go home after this?"
Not if you don't want to.
I don't want to die, but don't want to give up either.
Of course.
Whoever
If you'd
took-
like to come and... Sorry, go on.
She says, whoever took this, she holds out the crown with the missing opal. She says, whoever took this, I'm going to find it. I'm going to fix this crown. I'm going to become the queen everybody needs me to be, and I'm going to fix the world. You believe
I'll smile at her, and I'll just say, if there's anything that I think a very valuable gem would be, it would probably be in the Dragon's Lair in the Kobold Mountains.
She smiles. She says, then I guess we're going to go kill a dragon. After your thing.
Do I hear this?
Yeah. You can have overheard. It's a small space. She says, after we do your thing, of course. I mean, saving the world or whatever, it's probably important. But my thing, that's what's really important.
If it comes up before then,
What color?
red.
Yeah. Actually, give me
Yeah.
it's going to be a pretty
Kill it.
hard DC. This isn't where you're from. But give me a history check, just to see.
Me?
Sorry,
no.
Sven. If it's above a 19, you have heard.
That's
That's a
a
one.
2 modified to a 1.
No idea. No idea. You know.
I mean, I don't care about a red dragon.
Yeah. No.
Whatever.
You would probably know like the ancient dragons that live in the area, but no, not somebody this young.
I know what different categories of dragons are, and I know that I don't care about red.
Sven, do you originally come from here,
I know that
or
much
did
at
you
least.
travel?
Did I not mention that I came here on a boat?
All right.
Pretty sure I mentioned I came here on a boat.
I don't want to make any assumptions, but does the name Ormalagos mean anything to you?
That one you would.
Does the name Orlagos
Yeah.
mean anything to me?
So the how do I say this without giving away things about your backstory? The place where you're from, you know that that was one of the people that somebody you knew a long time ago. One of the names that would have been in her.
I recognize the name from my early childhood.
An ally of hers, well before your time. She disappeared, would be all that you know. But yeah, definitely somebody that your grandmother knew very well.
The name's familiar, but sure. It rings a bell, but
Alrighty.
not recently. I remember hearing the name, but not much context around it, other than I think people knew people.
Just needed a little bit more
Someone
context.
that I know.
I mean, they're dead now, but if you had any more context, that would have been good.
Dragon stuff. Dragons are big.
No shit.
No shit,
Anyways.
Sherlock, the dragons are big.
And he just cuts himself off by saying, "No shit." Oh wait, I should have just sworn on the children.
Max Andre says, "What?
You say this around a child who has the foulest mouth you've ever.
I know. This is part of the comedy. It's great. Moxandre, by the way, do I overhear the conversation about
Yeah.
Moxandre wanting to stay with
It's
us?
a 20-foot space. There's no way you don't hear everything."
Moxandre, do you want to stay with us?
Yeah. I'm going to be a hero.
Baby steps, go. But for now, what about your brother? Is Ashara going to be content with looking after him?
I mean, she's looked after us so far. She's the only mom we know.
Okay, just making sure that you trust that he stay there. But we'll be going back so we can make sure nothing has happened in the days we've been gone.
Certainly. Well, we need to do that ritual thing or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is the main reason we're going back.
So, Did you guys ever answer the question about? Pretty sure I asked it a minute ago.
Oh, what was the question?
You don't have to answer the question.
What was the question? Yeah.
Oh, well, earlier, Sven asked, so why are you guys even out here in the jungle looking for this flower? And you guys said, oh, we're here to stop the curse. And I was like, well, that didn't really answer my question.
Yeah, Elspeth
Sure.
will say there's a curse affecting our mother, Lucia's mother's, and we're trying to stop it. It's sort of like a wasting sickness.
That's what you said earlier, but it doesn't answer the question, which is, why do you need the flower?
Oh, the flower will let us fly. We can cross the continent in a week rather than 2.
Sven's eyes sparkle. Oh.
You good there, buddy?
Yeah. Now I'm even
Right.
happier that I decided to join. Guys.
Nice.
Oh, we were serious about letting them join? Okay.
We might want to
Can I,
fix our own
like,
rations.
can I punch you in the arm?
If only I'm allowed to roll to see if I deflect.
Well, I'm not gonna damage you.
I know, but it's a bit of like role play thing. Like they're at odds.
Yeah.
I am the father
Yeah.
figure, quote unquote, right now.
Yeah.
We'll just do
All right.
athletics roll.
Do that. Yeah, athletics roll contested. Yes?
Yeah. Let's
It's a natural 20. Let's see if I get a natural 20. No.
Too
So I
slow,
tried to
bucko.
punch you in
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yes!
Too slow, bucko.
They're bonding!
What? If anyone hurts my goddamn dragon child, I'm gonna go ballistic.
I take my coffee tin back and...
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do first
I guess
watch.
we're doing first watch.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I did some random encounters for the night to see what could potentially happen.
And I believe it's eventful,
Yes, I rolled 3 20s in a row.
which is bad, right?
Well, that means
A
you're
lot.
going to get 3 things coming out of the jungle. It's just, it depends on what those are and whether, they notice you or not. But there will definitely be 3 eventful things that happen tonight. Usually the way it works is I set it at, for nighttime, it's 16. So I roll a d20 3 times. Nighttime is 13. During the day, it's 16. I roll d20 3 times. Each time it's above a 13, something happens in that chunk of the night. Good or bad, the tables are full. So I'm just going to save those for later, because this is definitely going to run into next week.
Yeah.
Boop. Boo, doo, boop, boop, boo, doo, ba, doo, ba, doo.
I do enjoy the parental bonding.
Good.
The
The
paternal
thing is,
bonding.
we joked about like the dysfunctional family, but we're slowly like morphing into it.
And I believe we settled on
Yep.
Last Hope as our group name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're your last hope, and then like freeze frame, but we freeze frame in real life.
Yeah,
So like,
exactly.
what the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you posing?
Your Last
There's a
Hope.
dragon attacking the city. Go!
I like the idea of we're your last hope. Then there's like a montage of like how much shit we get into, like Olaf being eaten by man traps, Sven falling through the roof.
All right, Your Last Hope. Without any further roleplay, we get our first watch of the night. So we have Sven and Olaf. Which side of the hut do each of you want to take?
Oh, right, because there's actual sides now. I guess,
North or south? Because there's only 2 peepholes. 1 at each door.
yeah, I'll just take
I
the
mean,
side with the dog.
here and you're there, so.
There we go.
It works.
So you have a cone of vision.
Alright, perception.
I can't... Oh, there's my dog.
As you're peering out.
I'm trying to move my dog, but I moved the
Oh, no.
tokens.
Alright.
I work... Perception?
How long does the disadvantage on everything last?
For this part of the night, you would still be poisoned, yeah.
Should I roll with Fenrir's perception?
No, because he can't see through the peephole.
I can hold him up.
You don't have
I
disadvantage
can't talk
anyway.
to you.
I mean, bark! 14.
Okay.
I started a... Okay, so I rolled perception with disadvantage, and I got 2 11s.
2 11s. 11 and 14, because Olaf isn't poisoned. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so night goes off relatively without a hitch. Sven, you're having a hard time reaching the peephole. You've kind of got to stand on one of the footlockers to peer out. So where
Keep being
is
short.
it?
Gosh.
Gonna roll something in secret real quick.
What do you mean by
Wait, that was
that?
in public. I meant that to be GM. Never mind. Pretend that you didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. It's a 10 of something.
Well, you spot it anyway, Sven, even with your shitty roll. You spot a figure walking through the trees outside. It is very clearly looking up at the hut. You can't really make out anything clear about it, but there's a human figure dressed in regular jungle attire, comes out of the trees, spots the hut,
Don't see us.
looks at it for a
Don't
little
see
while.
us.
It's looking up and down the hut, and then disappears back behind the tree.
Olaf.
Yes?
A person outside. They saw us and then they walked away.
Right. I'm gonna, from my side,
I
keep
should
it,
probably
make
let
another
you
check
know.
to see if I can see this person that's Sven has seen.
Yeah, so go back over to Sven's side of the hut and give me another perception check.
Sure. I'll
You
just,
have dark
like...
vision, right?
I have goggles of night.
So you're good. Oh,
It's
Sven
very
don't either.
funny.
This Dragonborn don't have dark vision, do they?
They already rolled with disadvantage, though.
I don't
Sure.
think so.
So I'll make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes.
Yeah, you see nothing more helpful. Thankfully, I mean, you're pretty secure inside the hut in terms of safety. But no, you don't see anything more.
Mm.
Yeah, it was like this person in like rags walked over, looked at the hut, and
Who the fuck was
Yeah.
that creepy ass goddamn snake lady from the city?
I should have had that as a GM roll. I'm sorry.
Salida?
I accidentally spoiled
Okay,
it.
hear me out. Yeah, I know you did, but I'm thinking about it now, and there's no reason for like, if we knew it was a Yuan T, he would have just like burst out like, "Selena, get your creepy ass out here!" But he's not going to be able to do that because we don't know what it is.
Give me a investigation check. You've got enough bits and pieces about the way Chult works now. You might be able to put it together.
Okay, I'll make an investigation.
oh my
check.
goodness, has she been tracking us this whole time?
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
So creepy.
So with the shit with Salida, with the snakes inside of Zalkore's thing, I think Azaka mentioned Yuan T once as well. Clearly, you know that they exist. You know that they're here. Spark of epiphany. It occurs to you. That motherfucker with the poison and the snakes is probably a Yuan T. And if
Wait a
there's
minute,
Yuan
we were
T hiding
poisoned.
in the city, That means there's Yuan-Ti out here in the jungle.
And the Zalkore said she had spies.
Yeah, and Salida as well. Or I don't think Salida said anything about that. Somebody said something about... Anyway.
We basically thought she was a Yuan-Ti because the creepy shit she was doing.
You know you're
the
being
random
watched.
appearances of snakes in Lucia's room.
Yeah, you know you're being watched is the point.
We don't know if it's necessarily by Salida or another Yuan-Ti.
But you're putting together snakes, snaky people. Reasonable to assume.
God damn snake people! The one race I'm allowed to be racist against.
Although Sven didn't see anything particularly.
I covered
about this
Gunder's
person.
ears.
Sven didn't see anything particularly snake-like about this person because Sven rolled really bad on the perception check.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Yuan-Ti, it's reasonable.
I don't know,
they're
man.
out
It was just a person. I don't think they were a snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically be looking out for this this person for the rest of the night. And
So you're
making
going to-
aware of the next watch and the next watch
Okay,
of
so
what
if
the
you're going
snake
to
is gonna
continue
be.
taking your sleeps, you can just let the next people know when they wake up.
Yeah, and then especially, I think Elspeth will be next, right?
Yeah.
So he'll make sure to tell Elspeth in particular because Salida was being particularly creepy to and Lucia. Right?
Alright, sounds good. Yep.
And he'll just say, there's no, specific reason to believe this, but seeing as we've just escaped angry Snake Queen of the fucking jungle, and there have been weird I'll assume that we saw, weird snake shit happening while we were fighting her, even if it didn't happen in combat. We know what meant contextually.
I mean, I was also attacked by venomous snakes in that pit.
Yep.
Exactly.
Snakes everywhere.
It stands to reason that they might be related.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so Elspeth, for your part of the night, give me that check.
Yes. Okay.
Who's up with you, by the way?
Probably Mark Sandwich.
There's only
Makes
6
sense.
of us.
Makes sense.
So I think...
Moxonray can make another check. Can make a check as well. She would be at a disadvantage. The poison would have worn off by now, but Moxonray can't see in the dark.
Yes.
I can lend her my goggles at night.
18 for her. And I'm just going to have Gundle's helm just on the windowsill looking out as well, in case she's
Nice.
there.
Nice. Gondel can't actually see on her own. She needs somebody to be her body.
Oh, okay.
But it's a good thought. Moixonray is the one that spots it, actually. She spots another figure sneaking around from the other window. It would appear that you guys have been pretty well surrounded. Shortly after she spots that, though, you hear some thundering outside. It actually wakes up those of you that are light sleepers. And everybody can peer outside the peepholes, and you see just a Brontosaurus wander by, grazing. Thankfully, it doesn't step in your house. But you're all woken up by the
Holy
thundering
shit.
steps of a Brontosaurus as it walks over.
Giant lizard.
Because that was the other random encounter I rolled.
What the fuck is that thing? It's so cool!
Can I shout to this person that's around us?
You'll have to open the door and peek your head out, because sound doesn't pass out of the hut.
I will.
Okay. Yep.
Why would you do
I'll
that?
just say to them, what's he doing? Are you allies with Zalkore?
Yeah, persuasion check.
If this is Salida, can I have advantage?
I won't tell you if it is or not, but you don't have an advantage, no.
8.
You have no response.
Yeah.
Just sort of quiet. Bugs chirping. That retreating steps of that Brontosaurus. Crashing of trees.
I do see them though, right?
No, they disappeared. So Max Honore saw somebody out there, and then they went off into the trees.
Oh, okay.
So you know there's people around watching the hut.
Alright.
The ambush has been spoiled. by some poor stealth rolls and some good perception checks.
Okay. That'll be it for me then. I'll go back inside and finish the watch unless anything else alerts me to.
Nothing else
Be alert.
happens. For our final watch of the night, this is Azaka and Lucia. You know what? Why don't we pick that up next time?
Dragon
sounds
Ball
good.
Z.
Yeah. We're pretty close to the end. Mia can take back over Lucia and Azaka, and we can start off next time with the final encounter of the night. You guys know that there are figures out in the woods that have surrounded the hut and are watching you ominously.
Oh, so it's figures now.
Yeah.
Well, I really wish I did say something. Just to like throw them off, absolutely make them
Well, they know you know.
upset.
They know you know they're there now because Elspeth said something.
Yeah, but I want it to be like, I am sick and tired of this fucking jungle. I have ripped my way out of a plant's stomach twice.
Just lean out the door and say, "We have syphilis, terrible, debilitating syphilis. You don't want to come near us. Go away."
I will give you the runs. Oh, dysentery. That's it.
Yeah.
We're also very sick.
So sick.
I don't have dysentery,
so
but I
sick.
will give you dysentery.
Dysentery, that's the word I was looking for.
Anything else before we go?
We've all got
role
dysentery,
play?
man. You don't want to get near.
You have all the
I
benefits of
think we're
short
good
rest.
for this.
Any questions?
Uh,
Do you want to know anything more
we
about
don't level
Zalkore?
up. I don't let.
We're probably not going back there, so I can tell you things about Zalkore if you want to know.
So she basically just had dementia, didn't she?
No,
Or rather, she was.
not dementia. She was very, 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 very sad. So she spends all of her time making very, very powerful narcotics, which puts her in a state of constant reminiscing. The Black Lotus is one of the ingredients that lets her live her memories as if they're real. So she was planning on traveling back in time with her perceptions. So
Did she
Right,
ever
so
intend
she
to
was
actually
never
give us
gonna-
the Black Lotus?
She was.
no, her psychosis is such that her psychosis is drug induced, not like natural. Well, it might be at this point, but yeah, she's a sad person.
Yeah, so if we wanted that flower, we were gonna have to steal it.
If you guys had entered in through the crocodile entrance, you would have seen a little more of her story. Basically, she was a very powerful queen who became increasingly paranoid. And so when some of her advisors told her that her most trusted general and beloved consort secretly betrayed her, she had him executed. And later, when they tried to kill her, she was so mortified by the truth of the matter that she fucking turned into a Medusa. And
Wow.
it's stuck out here ever since. It's not great.
How much danger was Olaf in?
Oh, so much.
Okay.
Uh, she keeps them hidden
We got
away,
very lucky.
but there are a lot of statues of adventurers in there. She doesn't want people to know she's there, so she tends to hide the statues of people if she can. 'Cause she's not stupid.
I loved that it wasn't just like, oh, there were a bunch of statues everywhere.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
We know that's a Medusa.
It's
Like we
people.
saw her with the veil, and then we saw the statue. Because at first I thought it was the urn that turned her into a statue, and then I realized she's not showing her face.
Yeah.
And she has
Basically,
weird skin.
the moment it was like, oh, she's not showing her face, and can you show the token again for it? Sorry.
The burqa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I specifically picked one. It's a really cool burqa, but then also I wanted it to like obscure as much of her body as possible.
I didn't catch the shambly bits. Oh, I mean the burqa art. Or is it a flip token?
It is a flip token.
Who the fuck is this lady? What? Huh?
Why can't...
That's Vraska.
It's a multi-layered token. Why isn't it?
No, bottom right. What is this shit?
Oh,
Being gaslit.
who is that?
Again.
Okay, so for some
well,
reason...
when Sven takes on their human guys, they're not covered in blood.
How do you do a multi-layer token, Spencer?
you need to create a roll table for it. There we go.
Is this a paid feature?
Nope. It's over on the far right of the menu, up at the top. Right before the gear icon, there's it looks like a bullet list. In there, you can create macros, and then if you scroll down, you can create rollable tables. You just create a rollable table, and then you add an image to the table, and it'll give you the option to make it into a token.
Oh, nice.
It's very nice. But
Yeah.
that's her story.
It's a good session. Oh my god, something. But yeah, no, basically the way that he
Spooky
was
lady.
looking, I looked up, like, petrification as soon as that went off, because at the moment we found the statue, I think we pretty much knew that something awry was going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vraska,
Hey.
Golgari Queen. Queen of the Swarm. Wah!
Wow.
No token moving, I'm just making noises at this point.
Dash.
Well, if there's no other questions,
The universe.
I can stop the recording now. Boom, goodbye, see you next time.